No, 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 no.
No one really cares about that, bro.
Yeah,
And then
it's too normal.
and then we've got people practicing as well, man. Warming up, dude. Warm up is so necessary. No one is warming up, I tell you. मौका है सीपीटी के पास ये फायदा उठाने का.
Also मैं
फटाफट and then perform better.
एक और चीज़ बता दूँ हमारी जनता को, ये ग्रैंड फाइनल से पहले शो मैच किस लिए दिया गया है? तो जो ग्रैंड फाइनल्स की टीम है ना, वो एटलीस्ट देख के सीखे कि खेलना कैसे है. We got these players, we got this शो मैच सेट इट अप ताकि वो समझे कि वो क्या गलतियाँ कर रहे थे और फिर वो बिल्कुल ही ऐसा देख के समझ जाए कि ज़िंदगी में कैसा नहीं खेलना. It's very important. इसकी बात में कैसा
Planning तो बहुत hard and fast चल रही है. That is one thing I agree with, dude. Like crazy level planning.
हाथ में हमें चल कर होता है ऐसा बोलते हैं, हाथ में डालूंगी तो कुछ नहीं करा. Can you actually hear the change?
I don't think so they can hear us. If they can hear us, then that means that you will ignore us.
Damn. But 10 more people to ignore me. That's sum up to 98.
Wow, you need to go. I'll be the one. Producer can be the second. Sometimes I feel I hear too much, but I don't hear feelings.
हैं?
Still waiting.
क्या भाई अब वो प्लीज जल्दी गेम चालू कराइए. अब स्टेज कैसे मैनेज करें?
Hello, 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 hello.
जितना दिखना चाहती हूँ.
How do you do match with fan out?
Hello.
अच्छा वैसे स्केट ऑनेस्टली थोड़ा सीरियस होता है. किस प्लेयर से आपकी ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है? I think so it's going to be Bachchan.
Hello.
Good. Depends on how long she has been doing this. But I think so, as I said, Indian seems to be that one person. And I expect Karnao that it actually played pretty good. Rumi on the other side is the second number player. Because वो भी काफी nice स्टील कर लेते हैं, स्टील कर लेते हैं.
First always my child. Try with all of simple.
Let's see what's going to happen on order. Nonchalant goes for Korean art. But once again, we really want to keep this started. Let's get this party started. You know, waiting. हमें ना इस टाइम पे क्रोनोस को भी बुलाना चाहिए. He will make some good ideas.
हमें बोलने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा ना फिर.
Exactly.
To be honest, you know what? Let's just Kronos do the watch part. It's fine.
Oh.
That man is happy. So let's not steal that away from him.
Why should Kronos involve?
Just do one grand final match, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? Scared. मैं क्रोनोस के साथ ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में स्टार्ट करूँगा. That's going to be my request.
You know what? Permission.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Then you're older than me.
Wow! Did I just get called boomer by a Gen Z? Yeah. Birth year कब से start होता है आपका? Is it from 2000? Understand. 2000.
But
You know
मेरे
what?
हिसाब से
I have a sticker for you. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. I have.
you have a lot of skills. Pray to the God and the Lord कि आपके फेवर में the Lord's man by firing on all the cylinders, man. But once again, ये दुनिया क्या चाहती है? ये ऑडियंस क्या चाहती है? हम क्या चाहते हैं? वो स्टैट्स दिखा रहे थे क्या क्या? They are knocking it, guys. गेम शायद स्टार्ट होने वाला है. ऐसा महसूस.
That's a good assumption though. That let's go how long this goes though.
हाँ, you know what? हम लोगों ने बहुत सारी बातें कर ली. I would really like to do some more insights. और स्टेज में तो एक ही इंसान प्रेजेंट है.
That is true. But उनको बनाना पड़ेगा.
Also, there's a. Mirna.
That's
मेरे हिसाब से मेरे हिसाब से।
आपके हिसाब से तो बहुत सारी चीजें होनी चाहिए। आपके हिसाब से तो फ्लाइंग क्लाउड्स आने
Elise ko
चाहिए
Discord la
थे,
itu
Raiders
pernah
Stars
lana
आने
look si
चाहिए
badai
थे।
dulu gitu kan.
आपके
Apa yang
हिसाब
apa
से
ini?
चलती नहीं है चीजें, आप वहाँ गलत हो जाते हो। आपके हिसाब से आपकी रैंक पुश होती
Macam ni jadi nak kalau.
है। It is evolving. It is evolving just backwards.
अब ये आगे बढ़ने का तरीका मैं आपको बता दूं। जब तक आप गिरेंगे नहीं तो उठेंगे कैसे, समझ रहे हैं आप? It's just scared. It's very easy.
Sir, kushag de.
But चलिए,
Yes.
let's
This
get
is,
a little bit serious.
Big
about
share
it.
video stream.
While the
share video.
players are getting ready,
Okay,
let's talk
I'm
about
still
how
in
the
game.
brackets have been built. क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में हमने वो 2 सेमीफाइनल्स को डिस्कस करे थे, राइट? You had RNGs, Demon Autobots, and then they moved forward against Troopers. और वहीं पे दूसरी साइड पे Godlike against CRQ. And now I want to bring that match for a little bit more about the discussion of how different Godlike was as compared to what happened when they were in the league stage itself, right? Godlike against CRQ almost lost those 2 games, which we have constantly been talking about. But the improvement that we saw from them once they were playing CRQ in that rematch, dude, it's like a day and night difference.
कि आप जितना ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ उस टाइम पे खेले थे, very different. I think it's just land. Teams के लिए land pressure होता है.
Which is the-
land
Oh.
boost.
Itu parallel link tu mugi po patakan na mugi
Land
ala
पे
wala
करते
number.
करते वो और
May stream pick ko na bro. Mula
I think so,
number
we'll see
pada.
that outcome.
Kita mula input tu dah bung boleh mula awal semua kumde dulu.
But चलिए, I
Or
think so
days
all
नहीं.
the players are getting ready for this
ठीक है ना
match.
चलो कम दे देना मुना उसना.
Crazy भाई, बहुत
ठीक है,
अच्छा
ठीक है.
रहेगा. मजा आएगा. East which team is better? क्या इन लोगों ने साथ में practice करी भी है या फिर नहीं? That is going to be the question.
Gyan Gaming.
अभी set हो रही है, ready हो रही है.
They're trying to find the left and right of the earth. Alright, we found that. That's one hurdle crossed. Let's go. We're getting ready right now, as you rightfully mentioned. Here's one of the things. I was about to tell you a neurological fact, right? So, your brain cannot differentiate between what's actually the truth, what's the reality, versus what it's imagining. That's why there are situations when you imagine hard enough, you can eventually feel those emotions because your brain doesn't understand the difference between that. But on the other side of the spectrum, that's something that can actually give you a solid boost as well in terms of your mentality when you hop on that land. But ladies and gentlemen, what serious conversation over here? We want the arena to be chill. We want this game to be chill. And we know there's only one person who's Mr. Cool in our talent room, and that is Grant. So I'm going to send it to you.
Kuna de crack to. हाँ. Crack kuna crack.
बट आप आज यहाँ पर आए हैं बहुत ज़्यादा टफ है यार. मतलब तो क्या देव हो गए, ज्ञान भाई हो गए. आई वॉच ज्ञान भाई स्ट्रीम में बहुत ज़्यादा खेलते हैं यार. मैं कैसे जीतूँ मैं लोग अगेंस्ट दिस गाइस आर प्रो प्लेयर्स. इसमें तो इतनी बढ़िया देखो इशारे करिए बहुत तकलीफ ले रहे हैं. मुझे मानो तो नहीं है बट मुझे ये कहा है कि आप हार जाइए हमारे. इस मैंने कहा नहीं मैं खुद ही बुरा खेलूंगा. आपको शिक्षा नहीं लेनी है बट हमारी टीम ने कुछ प्लान्स बनाए आपने. आप एक्टिंग भी करते हैं मतलब आप नोटिस करेंगे पर ऑडियंस को दिखाओ ना ऐसे एक्टिंग करूँ. गाइस मैं जीतने की एक्टिंग करके दिखाऊँ जो कि मुश्किल लग रहा है जीतना मेरे साथ. हमारी बात बताता हूँ गाइस. हमारी टीम को 15 मिनट लगे फिक्स करने के लिए कि कौन किस रोल में खेलेगा और फिर जिसमें हमने शुरू किया था वापस वही आ चुके हैं. तो पूरी प्लानिंग करने के बाद फिर बैक टू द बेसिक्स. अभी और कोई यहाँ पे इंटरेस्टिंग है जिससे हम बात कर सकते हैं, इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाल सकते हैं. लिप से मैं चाहूँगा लिप आ जाओ. लिप आप आओ एक सेकेंड. मैंने यहीं पे सही है हम रहेंगे और हमारे साथ लिप भी आ गया है. इधर आइए लिप. ये आपको कह रहे हैं कि आपको खेलना नहीं आता, आप ऐसे आए हो. यू फील आई कैन से दैट. ऑडियंस से पूछ सकते हो. मैं झूठ थोड़ा बोलूँगा, मैंने कभी झूठ नहीं बोला. यू आर वेरी बैड एट दिस गेम. ही सेइंग आई एम रियली बैड इन दिस गेम. आयुष मैं होता तो मैं तो नहीं सहता. कौन है वो? कहाँ से? और आप भी एक बहुत बड़े यूट्यूबर हैं. आप भी वो वाले जिसका कंटेंट कुछ करते हैं. आप आज ऑडियंस को कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं कि आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है इससे बड़े टूर्नामेंट में आकर? मैं अपन आपको गेम इजी, सही बोला आपने, इजी पीजी, इजी। 2 सीटी लगाऊंगा इनकी टीम को, 2 मुझे लगता है पूरा एक बंदे को तुम्हारे I'll give you an open challenge, तुम्हारे किसी एक बंदे को हम टारगेट करने वाले हैं, किसी एक को, 5 मिलके गेस करो अब कौन है। पर ये तो चलता रहेगा, you never know, हम किसी, हाँ ये चलता रहेगा, जाओ अपनी सीट पे जाओ, ठीक है, ये सब चलता रहेगा। बट अभी के लिए
हमने इसको पुश कर दिया।
टैलेंट्स आएंगे और शो मैच
ना भाई किमान तक के भाई दो पॉज नहीं तो बोला नहीं
Okay.
एक बार चेक मेरा स्ट्रीम चेक कर एक बार
Wow, those were some words. Those
So-
were
so
some
ठीक है
words.
ना?
Things are getting pretty fired up out there in the arena. But I still think in the game.
तुम तो बोली टीवी भाई वो रैंक खेले से तो बोले थे
बाहर ही चले गए, इतना लॉन्ग वे कि वो निकल गए वॉक पे। लेट मी कवर दैट लॉन्ग वे। फोन चार्ज करने गए शायद। You don't know that reference, right? You don't know that reference. I'll tell you that story sometime. Well, अभी बता दो, तो मैं क्या दुनिया सुनती हुई। I was working in that one event, right? And randomly Sardar ji hops up in front of me. He said, "Phone charge पे लगा दूँ." I'm like, "Cool." That happened for 2 days straight in that event and for 3 consecutive events. It was so fun, bro. After that, it became a ritual, and then we continued. गुड गए, बट अब तो मैं यही बोलूँगा कि मतलब ये जो शॉट्स लिए गए हैं कि 5 प्लेयर एक प्लेयर के ऊपर परेशान करेंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला। दैट इज जस्ट ठीक है, इट इज़ जस्ट गोना बी अ फन मैचअप और प्लेयर्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान करेंगे दूसरे को। इट इज़ जस्ट, इट्स नॉट अबाउट हू प्ले द बेस्ट, इट्स जस्ट अबाउट कि कौन बहुत ही गंदा नहीं खेलता है और बस थोड़ा सा अच्छा खेल रहा है। There used to be a time जब rank games के अंदर ना,
तो मकियन दो
मन
अलग-अलग फेसेस मन फोटा दुगो
they had this one composition of
Gen gaming के तो किसे
people like that.
मोटा क्यों जाते हैं
ये क्या करते थे, ये सारे के
क्रूलेज
सारे
दोन।
लेन पे जाते थे, बाकी दोनों लेन छोड़
हाँ, मकियन भी ऐसे।
मिनट 0 से
मकी मोटा अलग-अलग content creators का नहीं ना
माशा
Oh.
वाला कॉम्पोजिशन होता था एंड दे वुड एंड द गेम इन 6 मिनट्स। फिर सामने चाहे कितने ही लोग आ जाए, कितना ही लड़ते रहे, कुछ भी होता रहे, दे सिंपली गो एंड एंड द गेम। ऐसा कुछ अगर आज हो जाए मजा आ जाएगा, मजा आता है आपके साथ काम करके। वेरी गुड। आप समझ लो साइलेंस कितना ज़्यादा ब्लड स्पिरिट।
Anyway, shit.
XOUZEN.
ओए तला वही फुल पोटा हो जो दिखते
Kuna,
कोई ना इच्छा आ रहा इच्छा कुन है जे
moi de la hora que la tu.
ये तला वही पीछे दे ब्रो हेलो कोता कोड़ा
या
इधर ऑडियो वाला कंप्लीट हो लगा
शो मैच के बाद हमें ये पता लगेगा कौन सा
और कोता कोड़ा मुझे कोता कोड़ा हेलो
पेंटर खेलता है इसमें।
हेलो तिला माइक तो लो कम दी ग्रुप पर वो
पक्का ना ये सब सीरियस
Muy chido la hora.
हम मैं कर ले कोई तो
Inti, website की videos को ले दो ना.
माइक लमन सुना भी दे रो कोता कोड़ा
आप कितना रेगुलरली खेल रहे हो ये वो तो भाई मैं तो
अब ये तो आई थिंक
घंटे
द
खेल
वन
रहा हूँ।
ऑडियो सेटिंग
आठ।
में मुझे को लगे नहीं बोला
That is just a घंटे हैं क्या
कि खुद
ये वही घंटे हैं क्या जिनमें आप
तो
सोते
ठीक
हो?
है पेडल ला दो सेटिंग
क्या कहते हैं उसके?
ऑडियो
ये वही
ये तो एक custom voice changer जोड़ा ना कि
और
voice
नहीं नहीं
changer
इधर लगे ना साउंड यूनिक में किधर कोई गेम दे दे
और फिर
मुझे
उसका
मस्त है.
क्या 20 घंटे हो गए फिर उसका 1 घंटे का
चैट
ब्रेक लेके 3 घंटे ऑफ और फिर उसका 12 घंटे या 20 घंटे हो गए फिर उसका 1 घंटे का ब्रेक लेके 3 घंटे और खेलता हूँ। मेरे मन में और सवाल उमड़ रहे हैं, मैं पूछने नहीं वाला वो सब, बट ऑल राइट बिल्कुल नहीं। अगर आप मुझे बोल रहे हो कुछ करते हो एग्जैक्टली खाना बनाते हो
some things are best left censored. On the other side of the spectrum, though, you see the powder?
Yeah.
That is just to make sure that आपका thumb और screen के बीच में friction कम हो,
Damn, bro.
ताकि वो जितने भी आप
बातें।
कितने भी आप swipes कर रहे हो, fast fingers वाले use, वो जितने भी cushion player दिखते हैं ना सारे के सारे, जो auto aim नहीं करते, that is what happens. That is what eventually happens. I know कुछ आपको नहीं पता कि क्या बात है, जब गेम खेलते हो ना फोकस नहीं करता है अच्छा गेम खेलते हो, इसलिए बता रहा हूँ। That is what happens. And for anyone wondering what all equipments do we use, क्या-क्या रखा होता है PS की टेबल के ऊपर, you can see it's literally basic equipment.
그것도 뭐냐 알아?
Noise cancellation and a red bull, obviously.
hello 그것도 뭐냐?
We did 17 minutes killers, bro. Very killers, bro. Got it.
And Mings is very
Hey,
multiple
please,
eyes by the way.
Very important. But देखिए मतलब यहाँ पर ये है कि players they have to understand the responsibility and the depth of this tournament. अगर आप यहाँ पर गंदा खेलें, फ्यूचर में भी सब आपको गंदा ही प्लेयर से एक अच्छा प्लेयर बनने की बात है, एक अच्छा प्लेयर
क्या टाइम पर उनसे तो कंटेंट क्रिएशन करना है ना।
अब अगर आप कंटेंट में गंदा खेलेंगे तो मैं क्यों अच्छा खेलें, समझ रहे हैं आप?
मैं नहीं समझ सकती सब चीज़ें because sometimes I feel that you make sense and then you talk things like this and then I realize that you never make sense.
I make sense when I stay silent.
That's probably why people appreciate your silence.
ese dio la si to কি করে ধরে
There was this one intellectual line that I read somewhere.
তাই ধরে কি করে দে সুইম গুড এক্সচার ধরে
Whenever
মুম্বাই লা লেন কি করে দে
opens their mouth, you kind of
তা হে কি
understand
তুই
and
ইন্দু
appreciate their
Only
silence.
this is not good.
Yes, the answer is always yes.
मैं तो background में भी देखा Sid has slept.
well done man
कि मैं सोते हरा सकता हूँ.
nexus second door who are you bro who are you oi mujan 너네
Ito lang ako dito.
change kuri mic to change kuri dila voice to change kuri
That is absolutely crazy.
나 이게 쩝쩝 wanna be no
Silo. Keep it go like.
एक गेम है
마티나 들었을 때 game
Kunna washroom से तू
बट
हाँ?
200 मीटर
Volleyball
की
है।
मैराथन होती है.
이거
आपको याद होगा मैंने और आपने IRL रेस लगाई थी.
Volleyball video से kunna washroom ला तिला बेकॉन
I do remember that. And Grant, I know आपको नहीं पता ये कौन से मोमेंट की बात है. So you know what? You just have the fun time on
이
this.
voil be na de
Ano
तो अभी
voice?
audience के बीच में
Isolation
वो
video.
आपको
Viole
오 voil कुछ से आवाज नहीं आ रहा voil ला मैं तो सर voil लो
चलिए शुरू होने दो. Oh, ito rin ni Sodom Majors ni bro. Mag-anak bro.
오 viol
Silo.
हो
चलो शुरू होने की
कोने शुरू होना की दला
टाइम हो गया. 4 बजे शुरू हो.
viol बोलना क्यूज
til라서 티 에폰 나갔나 보
क्यूज मुला माई
til라 베콘 오버를 나오다서
아 मुला फेन ला लगी दो
나 에코에서 티 버튼 데서
좀비 불라
Eh, water bagi list.
버튼 데서 그래
Bro, I think
그러네 와서 버리면 버튼 다시 먹어
이제 끝나네
आप एक
이제 뛰거든
प्लेयर है मतलब आपके शेड्यूल को फॉलो करता है. ड्राफ्ट की बातें कर रहे हैं आप. मैं अगर आपसे पूछूं कि ऐसे ट्वेल्व की जो 6
I think it's because of the room
itu change ko lang icon is na do. Input nila yung audio setting wala pinalili ko. Icon.
आज आपके साथ
싫어서 레이스 나오다서
मुला ताबावी ना मुला प्रोफाइल लेना ना कम दी गुनी को Mula volume to.
ओए
Mula mic to kumdi kuri lo.
उसे
I think Godlike McQueen man.
Thank you so much यार
कौन है बे?
ये just thinking करना क्या है
TC Discord te ना bro. क्या नो है? Discord te BC नो ने.
मजा आएगा और अब हम चलेंगे इसके बाद ये जो जिस इंसान से हम
ये तो कौन है से?
24/7 एक्साइटेड रहता है पता नहीं कैसे क्या हो रहा है लाइफ में इनकी लाइफ बहुत हैपनिंग है आ जाइए
I can't see screen.
एवरी टाइम
जब गेम में नहीं लगा
ये तो कौन खुदा करे से तो पागल है ना?
एक्साइटेड कैसे हैं आप
गुड
किरिन
कोई ऐसा इमोट स्टेप
You
करना
good
चाहते हो
at
audience
the
के लिए?
clever
कोई ऐसा MLB का नहीं का आज इस शो मैच से आपकी क्या बोलना है आपने आप में
दिया होने लगी लगी
पागल लगा हम लोगों ने please बा.
किल आई न्यू
एक्साइटेड से लगी अगर
नहीं तो
अगर-
साला शोधन में इसको तो वैसे शो
अभी
नहीं
आप एक काम
कर
करो आपसे बात करो
ओए नो
किला शो तो मैच.
हाँ नीचे एक टाइम किलो लेस तो कस्ट
हैप्पी
है
वाला
बस
कि जब भी आती है स्ट्रीम पूरी ऐसे लाइट हो जाती है फिर हम चलेंगे टैलेंट्स
हाँ?
के पास और वहां से सीधा गेम खेलते हैं
डीजे
Okay,
भी
I mean-
वॉच पार्टी प्रो ले
Alright. I kind of wanted to know what the question was, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Robbie is ready. We're getting ready to fire up, ladies and gentlemen. The show match is about to begin. Turtles Blessing versus Lord's Wrath. Again,
साला पूरा
Phoenix
गेम
have
तो
been
साइड
asked
के ना
to
टाइम
watch
बस
who is winning.
तो कस्ट वाला तो सॉलिड
भाई मैं तो आपको पहले ही शब्द
वो तो रिकेप हो ना वो
स्पष्ट
वो तो रिकेप
शब्दों
खोल
में
ना
अपनी वार्तालाप के जरिए
की हुआ?
मैं आपको ये चीज बयान
रिकेप
करता
साइड ना
रिकेप से कि भी
किस टीम के द्वारा
लास्ट
हूँ। ये
आज
चीज-
ये लो बाकी दिखला ला दो
कौन तो था?
लास्ट
आगे दिखा दो
आगे दिखला ला दो
नहीं कौन तो मैच होगा.
This one thing,
Second match होने. Second match होगा.
Apex दो ऐसे picks थे जिसमें
सेकंड मैच तो पोजीशन हो
Second match हाँ.
one was a
सेकंड मैच तो सेकंड मैच ते पोजीशन का जीडी पोजीशन
that it is slowly and steadily kind
कौन
of
है?
increasing in the popularity as well.
टेक्निकल इशू है
Sometimes because the
उनको ने 40 मिनट्स ऑफ पोस्ट
and the second is
Ufa.
jaw.
वो तो
ओए
Indeed it is, man. I didn't think twice to go for that. The crap is still by Haran though. Fate sneaky खेल जो है यहाँ पे. But Redeem still on level 6. His path is right there. Taliban keep chiming in, and that is going to be again probably in the face of Godlike. Bob eventually secures it. Once
आवली लो टाइम रोल है नहीं मुझे कस्टम मैच कर खिला दो
that's it. Just
इन्होंने
lost
ये
one
इंटरेस्ट
player.
नहीं यूज हो
One scrappy fight, Saman force for Ryan, and that's it. You lost carry.
fantastic Polygon up
अरे
there.
मैं ये लो बोना पड़ो दे मुझे चीज तो एग्जाम से भाई मैं तो प्रो ले वाला वाला सही ना
चुप ना कोई किसी.
Apex a little bit too slow.
Alright.
No.
Or let's just say
सब बनेगी जना बीचा एग्जाम टाइम में
it's totally fine. He's on the carry.
ना
All
ले
he
लकी
needs
वन
is to
को
get
ले
the
ले
Trinity there.
Van ball glitch नहीं है ना अरे. Last वाला मैच ऐसा नहीं हो. Last वाला intense था चलो.
होय होय लास्ट लगी
So I believe it was the maximum
पूरा
passive
टीम फाइट ही
stance
गिली छे
in-
वन
think about the
आई
win
मीन
conditions, right?
इंडिया
And
और
Hong Kong
कॉम्बी
has to
लेन
play
छे
out of
खाली
his
फाइट
mind. But he
जब हम
cannot
गलती
right
से
now
लाइक
how
Here
things
it
are
is,
going on. Bid is getting
Sola
caught up
देखना
multiple
पड़ा।
times because there's no one to save him, no front to back.
Try तो Krishna Ron भी ना फिनी
It's
तो.
only a pick off and a dive in the back.
गुरुजी तो बेन गुरुजी तो
It-
तो गेम
It's problematic.
और इसी चक्कर में अब मॉडलिंग की तरफ भी अगर नजर डालें, they are just ganking up, they are stacking up, you are moving with the Lord itself, the Phantom execution in the backpack, and Reed tries another turret. They are looking very good. Goes with the Lord. I think so. Godlike will be able to defend it, but the problem is how that fate will work. How Art will be able to use that tsunami slam. About to take that inhibitor towards the bottom lane. This is looking good. The carry is working out over time, but Lord will be dealt with.
Good defense. Really good, defense from
yeah.
Godlike. Just making sure that they are sending out Rom-Com up in front on the faces. Even if you, as SAQL, decide to engage on him, there is going to be the tsunami slam in the back pocket, which he can eventually use. And if Romcom by any chance survives, the Thorn of Ruin will basically become your graveyard. So SATUL are respecting that. Fate also just making sure to clear out that entire wave, as well as the Lord in the meantime was a big condition to get that defense sorted in.
Browser control, and that's what you want. And you will be in a very good position. Overcome it, nahi karna है SATUL. You know
Could
that
it throw
the
Joe?
structure of Godlike is pretty good, but you still managed to get 7 turrets down, and
No,
that's a
no,
massive
overall
number. Just clear out the waves,
Bomba
be careful of that.
was
Anti on the other side, and getting some
거기서 봐주세요.
well pick for Van though.
Romcom.
70 more seconds.
Oh,
They're just buying time, man.
Ah, the one bisa bola
And
kill
I
lane dia.
like this slow approach because Godlike is just trying to traverse this game.
Code.
Who's the win condition? थोड़ा सा और this beating game.
Kohima Devi
shift.
Marche mangido.
With 16 minutes already into the game. The next
오늘
Lord.
라우라 거기마다 끼어나 이제.
We all
Kohima Devi should they.
It's gonna be a crazy Lord though.
All right. Now,
오
Maleficent
회도 나
picked up
회도
by
만나
Radiant.
보는데.
Extra range.
Yeah.
I want to see how much fate is in his own items as well. He
Yo,
should
corre.
potentially have
when can I see
the divine glaive of the blood wings by now, depending on what he went
나
for.
컴백도 너거든. 딜라 컴백도 그게
While
잡고
the rest of the people
Wala
are scaling
comeback
up.
there.
That's the only way for Godlike
Tila-
right now to
tila-
lead the play.
타이머도.
Romcom has to give a big set to the team, while Bid tries to survive whenever Ron hops on him. That kind of brings in the question if he wants to go for
Tila serious
the
tune na
early
kya?
winter crown, just to try and bait
Looking
Ron
for
out
TR,
because
vote
they don't
TR.
have the steel cable.
ज़्यादा और भी
ओए
6 seconds Lord will spawn.
चलो
River कह रहा हूँ और play बनानी है.
TR to use जाए.
Every single Apex knows where Romcom and Art is though.
TR की support karo.
You're still not.
가지고
It's gonna
그러면
be
이
Apex.
I don't know masala udah dia itu pun
마스로 내도.
masala udah dia
아끼면서
To gank up was that. सबसे पहले top lane clear करना है. Fanny on the other side with the position of
तो
Ron. It's gonna be very
open.
important.
Wasn't
Goes back
played
to
India.
safety.
Kairi.
And now joining up with the
Which
team,
Kairi
the Lord
is this,
dance has
man?
been started.
Asshole wasn't he,
Bob and Apex just moving a bit forward. 30% Lord has been
Damage.
already shot down.
Good damage from Van though. I believe it was the maximum passive stacks into the zone.
아 그러면서
Actually,
Just sticking at the right positions right now. Bid hopping in a little bit forward, maybe bait them out, are trying to keep his position unknown to surprise them with a
칠로
flicker tsunami slam.
칠로
Ron is not here. Sorry, Apex.
오 칠로.
Oi oi.
Finally gets back.
아가라서 그러구나. 담비도 그룹
But
벌어
for the
이제
next few
그룹 벌어
minutes
이제
now, he cannot really use that. So if he gets low enough,
Rukinar no.
Allah
that
analyze
means that
ko na.
recall is going to take a
Macam
longer
lagi
time
gila
for him
tayo
to
stream
hop
ko
back
tayo
into the
select
fight
tayo.
right
Bon
now.
grupo,
Spots
bon
out where
bonus
Van
si
is,
nati.
are noted.
Circle
That means no more
grupo,
surprises. And guess
circle
what? They actually want to converge onto Art.
칠로 게임
Force out
센스 킬라도
the
부타
flicker
게임 센스도
for the glorious pathway. That's a big trade. And Ron
Right.
eventually trying to get a forward
Right.
positioning. But there we go.
Right.
Andy up in the faces. Could have been a massive mistake right now as the RWM dropped down, but the back line is open. Ron forces Outwit off of the RWM, which gives a time for Radium and Bob to shut down Anti. The play being made back and forth. Ron will move back. The threat of the tsunami slam is always there, so he has to be careful on the Fanny.
Listen,
But a
Netflix
respected
and
man, Crimson Beacon at the
Oh,
right
oh,
nick of
oh.
time. By the way, got a execution by that Phantom execution, and now you got the Evolved Lord. This is going to be the play here.
This is
Apex
the
spots out Art, you're just going all in, but Art
Kisai
eventually,
Deva?
as you just mentioned, once again,
Serious
another
concern
glorious
on
pathway, but
Netflix,
Art
yeah.
just
No,
kind of
bro,
made
I don't
that
watch
out.
any
The
stream.
Remember, the Tsunami Slam will be a problem. But I
Bro,
really want to
I
see
don't.
that when
I don't really
Anti
watch.
will arrive, this is going
Khali
to be your
ML
play.
Khali
You
ML
have
खेल
to
लेगी
wait
ना.
out some
No,
more
bro.
time. 50% down.
I don't even
50%
play ML
down.
also.
The Lord dance is looking in favor of Team Godlike.
Oh,
sorry.
Fate
Mr.
not
Charlie
control
Lara
right now.
था.
This could be a problem for Fate, but he still goes in for the
Oh,
corner.
ले जाओ दे बता.
Secures it down. Apex taken out as well with the
Why,
arm.
bro?
But everything is open.
Yes.
Big bull. Ron. No way can
fuck?
survive with the tsunami
Really
slam
good
right now.
shot.
The win
Oh.
condition is being set for
this like English
Godlike.
kind I can use that. Yeah.
Just imagine
오 그래도
you'll be able
그거
to get the inhibitor
보면
down, but when it comes down to that Lord fight, you lost it.
Tell
Anti
Kronos
lost
like
his life and
Vial.
would be able to revive his
We call like
That's
Gurila.
why now he's Godlike. They got an upper advantage. Remember, SATUL
मैं
के पास
YouTube
एक
पर
match
तारीख
है,
से
लेकिन
तो।
Godlike इस मैच को जीत कर तीसरे potential matchup
ओए,
में लेके जा
ओए।
सकते हैं. Lord is moving from the top lane itself. Team Godlike moving from the center will be able to take down the T1. Meanwhile, bottom lane
Kiko, bro.
बात करें, the minion wave is looking good. It all comes down to Radiant and T. How they gonna defend it?
वो एडी स्ट्रीम करना
It's
पड़ेगा
fine.
गेम चला
Bob
वासना
is trying to get a little bit of chip onto the minions as well. Apex and
Pata
Ron
hode
will
ko,
hop
pata
into the
hode,
fight, but
well.
Ron does not have the purple buff, so cannot really take
ठीक है
long
man.
fights now. And
Tala-
actually right
Tala
now,
boys
he's doing a
rock
phenomenal
minion,
job.
man.
There we go, Glorious path into the back, Dark Wave catching two. Fade taken down, Thorn of Ruin still stopping them, but not
Ron Wave
for
can
long enough.
Ron में कल like वो बोल रहे थे.
कल लगी
This
थी
man on the
Ryan
EXP
Galanet.
is doing God's work.
Ah,
for
Ryan
the
Galanet तो
Sexual
जो भी हुआ,
as they
first game
hold
तो.
the defensive fort for long enough.
ठीक है वायल कल ला तो
Instantly slain away, man. इससे पहले RWM इस्तेमाल करने की सोचते भी.
अब तो बॉस ला
He got
मैं
instant
बैठ रहा
kill.
हूँ कुछ फर्स्ट गेम
But a survive inhibitor might go down. Oh, they did.
Ron eventually,
Barely surviving.
What a
Ron
pet
eventually
from
lost
it.
his immortality just to save that
Uday.
tower right now. Hold on a second.
아,
That might
내
be in
액티브가
trouble
맞아
right now.
그죠?
Wasn't for
박라스나
another
되게
puncture.
코 부산에보다
But Ron doesn't have enough energy. He could eventually be caught down there. Rose
don't
Gold
get
Meteor
from
saving his
Bruno
life.
Favo,
Another
na
Dark
ina
Wave
Bruno
catching two.
Favo.
Anti still stopping them down. Art has
Ah,
no way
highlights
of
to-
surviving
highlights
in front of the
to-
bursting carry.
Ah,
As
तो
with
enough
the
with the
speedy
ball.
light
The-
deals they go in.
channel ले लेने की
another
थी bro
Dark Wave.
मेरा
Anti,
चैनल ले लिया
what are you
ऐसा हुआ
doing,
है
my lad?
ये बोल लेना वाला
Well finished off. A big wave on Victor as
Ball
well.
was
They go back. Everyone from Godlike hopped in to go for the defense.
You gotta base out.
Yeah, good
You
DJ
have to
Lord.
get your own crystal. The wave is
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
forward. Team SATUL, you
Jogan
have to
Day,
get
Jogan
back.
Day.
This is not in a good situation.
Yeah, good
This is
DJ.
not
Nice
good
try,
call
nice
at
try,
all,
nice
but
try.
hey,
Nice to-
Ron understands it. Back to the pace.
Good ball,
He
right?
that wave for his own minion wave to work with. Look at the center. Look at the center lane now. Love the position from where Apex is. Just utilize this glorious pathway back
That-
towards
that
the
is their
Evolve
way,
Lord.
they
This
want
is
it.
the second Evolve Lord, by the way. 22 minutes into this game. Oh, base was almost down. 40% left, and that's it.
But the good thing is,
अरे,
Ron has not really committed
दान
his
होता ही लिया कि लियो
retribution
मुझे
to going
बुझो।
for the defense right now.
Because he can
As
only
his
play
team going
the
for the
have his
Lord
team
dance,
play
they know they
Valentina.
need to keep that
हीरो
up.
पुली नहीं ना
5 more seconds to
No,
ban
no,
for
no.
ban to
But
hop
the
in.
thing
And
is,
this
he's
is the
Lilia
flying
and
clouds.
Yibin
He will be
could
joining
not.
the
Bala se
right
bala
soon.
piano,
The
piano.
RWM
Lui,
backline.
Paro
Zappa
lego
forces
dela
slow
que
them
Ruby
down.
ma
The
hard
glorious
na.
pathway will deny them of any
you
opportunity
guys are
to
done,
contest this Lord.
ये तो
The
family
trades
problem,
will go.
family problem.
Anti taken down. But SATUL will secure this
और
Lord.
निकले सापागी
Just a bait. Anti just worked out beautifully. That setup with that
didn't
glorious
have
pathway.
to.
Anti, he knew it that he has to work it like that. क्योंकि इस समय पर वो Lord gonna be a very very important winning factor. ध्यान रखिए bottom lane बहुत
Only
ज़्यादा
way-
control
was
करना,
it-
but still 35 minutes, 35 seconds.
This is lo 34
Smart
of
play from
एक दिन
Godlike
के बाद
again.
वो कुछ
Mid
वैसे
के minions clear करे नहीं उन्होंने just to make sure that the Lord does not stop in between. So Anti still stays
Media to go.
steady,
Hey.
and they can
This is
defend
really
with the
good.
5v4.
करा दिया वन्नो न पायला सामान करो वरी बात है
Godlike min-maxing out in this defensive situation right now, but
Muy
I
Renes
don't
me gule
think so.
muneda.
SATUL will force their way under
डायरेक्ट पाए हुए
unless
डायरेक्ट 24,000
they see someone opposite.
ये लोग
Godlike, man, they're too good with that. Good calls. Because किसी भी situation के अंदर Art could be a deadly player.
काम ने showcase के लिए थे, bro.
Because you
They're
always
playing
know that
showcase
Tsunami Slam
miss.
is going to be a bit of a problem.
where
Always
did they
calls
throw
the
man
fight
where
wings
did they
in the
throw
backpack whenever something
how
goes
did they
wrong.
win this game
85 more seconds, and this is going to be the third evolved Lord, by the way.
मैं सेकंड गेम में
Now-
था ना I
this
didn't watch the
is
second game
down to the wire, man.
Now the thing is,
It got
Godlike
paused
can
for
actually
so
make a
long,
cheeky
man.
play in
I
this
just
moment,
left it.
right? Because you know that the far lane will be focused by Ron. He's the only man who will have the mobility to hop in the team fight. So they can try and bait one person out while Art stays somewhere in those bushes to eventually pick Ron off. Otherwise, the far lane is still going to be controlled by Godlike.
Ali
Say
Pop
you actually
I
have the
think
inhibitor,
even Pop tried a
but
lot
the
man
minions there
That's a
will
big
be
call.
pushing in.
bro मजे हैं
But that's a big call. What do you want scared right now? But that positioning is going to be very important. And Bart is still playing with the pack.
Because eventually Apex has to go all the way there. It's fine though, they still have over 30 seconds right now to clear it out. And they're making sure that the next wave actually crashes in so that they can clear both the waves out. So at least for a few seconds, the minion waves will still crash to the top side.
ब्लाउज क्लियर होने ना
clear दिला exact
This is
crystal
good.
clear सब हुनु
I
म
think so.
तिला कुरा
SATL also understands that type of play कि शायद
माफ
Godlike
किया
might
नहीं।
quick थोड़ा सा और समझदारी के साथ
किलो,
खेलने के
हाँ।
the whole team is
ओए,
catching
ओए।
inside that bush. A bit close
किमान
to the
second
river,
delay
but
चला।
still not too
10
far
second, 10
behind.
second.
Center lane के आपको you have to clear out that minion. I love the position of Alice by the way.
Yes.
Still trying to be on good stop against.
Where is Alice?
Rod,
Where is Alice?
And
Okay.
just expecting
그래도
someone
मैं
to be there. I think
पासवर्ड
so.
लिंक
Marking
पता है
through
तो
some people for now. You get the purple in your favor. This is going to be a very advantageous situation for Godlike because look where Van is playing for.
Now there we go.
Exactly,
Van is
YouTube
controlling
पे जना
that
बुझे
bit,
हुए।
but slowly and
YouTube
steadily
पे
Godlike
viewers लोग खुद
will
हुए
get the
जी।
confidence to take more away from them.
YouTube पे जना बुझे हुए। Watch party दे
They want to
तिला
try
वो
and
करो
let's sit
ना
down. Arch
watch party
position,
दे
picture
पर
perfect.
दे लो फोटो
I
बना
don't
दे
really
YouTube पर लाओ
That's why Rom is also standing there.
अरे
It's a
जितनी
reset
सीधा
on
ये
the
रुक रहा
long.
था
Godlike are happy to play the long game. They know that they are winning with the late pressure. SATL have to send people to deal with it.
साउंड
Van
साउंड
is so
डिसीजन
annoying.
आना रेंज
Just not giving that free space to that Ron.
Venna van
This is
Ron.
going to be a bit of a problem. Anti ढूंढना चाह रहे हैं. Now look at that. They are able to control the center river itself.
इधर
Ron
lot
down
ला सकते हैं।
against scared थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा problem हो सकता है. But that
सौ,
one
सौ,
single
सौ।
move and it could go down in your
Alice
favor.
पर की कुछ सौ Alice पर गेम प्ले होना चाहिए ना
Godlike should win this long game fight. SATL cannot really take any kind of engages, but there we go. Tsunami slam the back line with the Zaman first drop down.
People are
It's a
doing it,
nice
holding
way
it.
of placement on of Ruin
तो
holding
क्यों
them
हुआ?
down.
Fovius तो क्यों
Radium
नंबर लो
does
हुआ?
not have a target up in front of him, so he has to go back. Ron joins in, but
तो
Min
Van
has
दो-
got the perfect
अच्छा, nice.
Bloodwing shield to help him out. As the Fanny falls and the minions crash
One more
at
though.
the base, Van is traded off though.
Tam
but you
ekdam
have
morse,
to
hyper
recall,
morse
and
though.
that's exactly what Godlike are stopping SATL from doing.
10 seconds
bro.
delay, 10 seconds.
Apex cannot survive for long enough. Radium is clearing out
Okay,
the
अरे bro,
crystal.
plus
As
3
the
minutes
Lord
of delay रहेगा
should
तो
be
सामने।
Now look
picked
at-
up by
look at the macro
Godlike.
man.
They will be
तारा
able to
मेको
get the
पीछे बॉल
defense
लगने की
in,
और
but
जो गेम
no
बोली हुई
man for
एक टाइम में तो भी नहीं
frontline
तो
as they want to
मिटला
push
दे
it
दो
all down. Radium has not got the speedy light wheels right now, so this could be the perfect play for Godlike. They want to try and push forward from the mid. 30 plus seconds for the closest man to hop back in this game, as we might potentially see the third one, ladies and
खत्म
gentlemen.
होगा।
Hard gets a knockup. Radium has no way of surviving as the
Run down the
crystal
blow,
falls,
they-
and Godlike push us all the
ए
way.
ये तो आकी भी तो वान ला खपा लगाना
By
बोल
this team, man, team Godlike playing like actual god in this second matchup. Flying Clouds making it in their favor. This was almost impossible. The early stage Zell team, Aiku, SATL, they were too strong. They were too good. That double lane control, they were happy to just give away the center inhibitor.
What is going on?
7,000 की गोल्ड लीड है 8 मिनट में गेम के
की
फिर
जो
भी सरदार
boring
Get 7 tough pick.
let's watch the final
rather
match
Alice, so that you deny the Phobius on the other side.
Yeah, you did.
final match तो गरम गरम लगिस नहीं ना
That could be a problem. That means they might want to go with something like
Hmm.
Eve in the mid.
And beat
हाँ?
Because potential. Because
Tu era na,
potential
Silo.
है already with
हाँ
the-
कोई
इंग्लिश में इंग्लिश में हिंदी बीच बीच ला
Yeah, I
बोल
mean,
I don't know,
respect that,
take
they
the
want to play
channel,
against
bro,
it.
take the
Plus
channel.
कोई knockup नहीं है
My
Godlike
Gmail
के
is-
पास, so they can't stop the
I'll send you in
swan
WhatsApp
But now you're
Might as
giving
well
away
go
the
with
carry.
ओला जब मैं लाऊं शायद
I don't think so they failed the carry.
नहीं किला कुचली थी
About that.
किला बा कुचली करी थी
Clear, right? It's gonna
किला श्री मसना मला श्री मत कोई तो
It's good, yeah, that's the thing.
कोई तो
तुझे शिकायत तो लाऊरा पागला निस्ना बुस्ती बचा निस्ना स्ट्रिंग करने तो लाऊरा
Zetyan,
मला खुशी
that's slow and the
नसाले नसावी
Phoenix Fury is going to be hit.
मोरम लगे ना वैसे
स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट भी होने दो जब
stream.
गूगल दो
Whose pocket pick is that?
Bed.
Throw some light.
It's Bed's pocket pick though, but
पागला वैसे लोग
I don't know if it's shown it back in the.
नहीं एक पार्टी पर नहीं करेक्शन दे चल मॉर्निंग मॉर्निंग होती ना लेक्चर दे दे इतु गुरी ना
Bring out the encyclopedia, but
अल्लाह काम नहीं मैं पाकुचो दे उन्हें बोला
someone did pick up
किसी
the
बात चोरी न
Pharaohs
करे।
in the league stage. I don't know if
Yeah,
it was
it
Bed or
नगरेंद्र अंदर मार खोल रही थी देखो
आम भी मोले हो
ए don't cast a line work about की उठाई ना साइड लीडर
नहीं चढ़े मुझे साइड लीजिए
what's the Med?
मैं इधर फाइनल ला पेस ऑफ फिल लास्ट मैच तो
bro there's the how they healthy mare
So that you already called that out.
कैसा
Too early.
how they healthy mare जी भाई
Yeah.
Zetyan, and maybe the rom-com special Arlet.
Left out.
Arlet is open.
Sid Bhai
and
wow Sid Bhai is also playing
It's a rom-com
wow.
special. I'm just saying it. You need someone to set your team up. You have the sandbag in the front line. All you need is maybe just someone who can actually get carry into an off position. They pick up a Zetyan and an Arlet, I think so it could be GG's. Godlike will win the draft.
Okay. And let's see. But after se pehle, when I give you that option, which team you thinking that will move forward? SC12 ka naam diya though before this draft, obviously. So this is
Kimi Sora.
Oh my God!
Aggressive
Finally,
Sora.
we are going to witness a Sora. In the league stage, it was such an annoying hero. Those shifting skies might shift the winning percentage for Team Godlike.
I like it. I like the TV pick here. Sora is just to
What the fuck is wrong
jump
with my
in the
story,
back
man?
line and do exactly what Andy is going to do with the Alice.
मलाई यो स्टोरी चाहिँ म
It's all
पोस्ट
down
गर्दा
to play.
कुमाङ न चाहिँ दो इन्ट्रो जिरो
SAQ
गए
and then dude, Godlike has got such a nice draft right now for this game.
So
So much slow.
Oh,
with
BO7
some
अगले
more
ball like
glorious
that.
pathway, shifting skies in the back line.
And
It is going to be the Eve, which I said.
That's why you denied that Valentina too.
Yeah, that, as soon as the band of the Valentina, I thought that they're probably going to pick up the Eve and carry to double up with the Kalea pick, but Godlike, I believe they've won the draft.
Man, I don't know. I'm a bit shifted towards SA12 though. Hey Kronos, what do you think about this? I know he'll answer. But for now, we are ready for this final match. Scared. Take it away.
So all the way moving down towards that one last game, ladies and gentlemen. At SCEWC is the first time ever India will represent itself on the global stage, and it all starts
ले कुन
here.
रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्न इन्डियन न
Let's get this party started once again. Team SA12 against Godlike, the El Clasico, the rivalry. It's still on. Who will survive and who will thrive? We'll see. Both teams. Oh, so you once again going for the purple buff this time at the start. This is going to be very interesting because you have mentioned that buff nature is not wanted in that total fight though.
Here's
But
the thing.
yeah,
I was kind of thinking about it in the draft, right? Though that's a good book coming in or not. Revitalize, not get used up, so still gonna save it for the turtle fight.
okay.
I think so. The Guinevere would have been such a fantastic pick for SAQL in this game instead of Harley.
Why would you say that?
Chain CC, lock in someone with a tsunami slam, land on him with the spatial migration, keep them knocked up with the violet red whip. And just the synergy between a Guinevere and the Kalea, it is super good.
Alongside with the RWM, yes.
एपेक्स on कल्या
I think so that could have been a really different tangent though, but they're hopping back in, looking at the emblems. Not a lot of difference there. Oh, that's a big pull back.
flicker ball,
Apex.
flicker ball,
It's got to run back to
flicker,
safety
flicker.
right now as Anti jumps into the fight too, just to soak up a bit of that damage. It's going to be recalling back to safety right now, but here's the thing. With Ron on the Harley, he will have a lot of pick-off potential, but not in terms of supporting the team when it goes down to that 5v5 fight.
That's going to be a thing. I think so. You will deal with it. और मेरे हिसाब से SATL obviously prepare हो क्या ही होगी. If anything goes wrong, they will be in a very good spot. हारित और इस समय carry fight Fate के पास थोड़ी सी advantage
hello.
होगी. The turtle is spawning just against them.
I was no बलवा bro
Alice के पास है ज़रूर. River is good.
Down bot.
किरे Velas ना ना
Possibly used up the deadly magic as well to try and catch
kidding.
Fate in the bottom lane though, but that did not really work out.
होने दो,
They're
नहीं,
still
चलो
going
होने
to
दो.
try and double up on it while the turtle is being worked up by Godlike.
अरे
They will
turtle
be
miss.
securing it.
Free turtle, I guess.
Retribution was there to contest, and SAQL's decision to try and prioritize the gold lanes and has gone down in the drain.
हाँ
Indeed. You lost the turtle, you lost the gold lane now, and अब इस situation
अच्छा.
के बाद Godlike के पास मौका है. ऊपर look at the top. The Tsuyu and Sora might eventually be able to take down Anti. Positioning is too
Can't see
good. They're
them right
already
now.
invading
So
with the
need
help of
to-
Hylos.
the way
It's a bit of a problem for the players of SATL. So you have to be prepared. They need a reset here.
wow shimmer
90 more seconds and then the next
while
turtle
the
will be there.
viewer
Bit of a haywire. So Godlike still controlled.
ओए
Love where Anti is playing.
start होना कोई
He's a bit slow on that rotation, and that is understandable. Sora will have the priority. Traction pulse onto two. Both of them got up into the shifting skies as well. But the RWM to hold them down with the, again, Thorn of Ruin on their faces. Romcom will eventually get the Stormbind too as they secure the first blood on the Predator himself. Apex falls, but the trade is instantly there as Ron will stop Romcom in the rotation.
Full trade though, but not in a favorable position for SCTUL. ये बहुत चीजें खराब जरूर हुई थी.
I
Apex
think-
Legend tried to utilize that tsunami slam but got dealt with.
Soul was scared, man.
बहुत अच्छा control and still gold is still the same fate in Radium having a fight. Art might be able to just
Radium
a
is
very peculiar spot. Glorious pathway
Nah, man.
instantly to catch him off guard. Radium is forced to use that
It was a
flicker,
waste of
gets
balls.
back to safety and now he's safe. But look at the position where Alice was. Beat out karaya, force kara Solo to get back. But wait a minute, that Kimmy is looking good. This mob force is awesome, and Harith be able to shut down Apex. Your initiative is done.
Nice
That's
one.
twice again right now, and that to 10 seconds before the turn.
Apex fumble.
And he's there though, but you
Again
do not
fumble.
have anyone
The
to set
Kiman
your team up for success
throw
right now.
fit करे early
This
game
will be the
de
second turtle
always
going
in
in
the
for the
final.
side of Van, unless Ron goes for a cheeky steal, which I don't think so is
Ah
happening.
fit करे last game 0 ni.
Not at all. It's just stacking up towards the purple buff.
Tala biar itu also.
बहुत अच्छा खेल रही है भाई इसमें Godlike.
Oh!
not gonna lie. And once again
Another-
RWF with the glorious pathway.
Nice
This is going to be
one.
the one. So you managed to get a play down. Tsunami slam onto the player. That's going to be hard. Got.
Nice
The deadly
one,
magic works in his favor, and Ron taking
Ron.
down both the players, and he survived. And you got two in the bag. Van, such a beautiful play to manage and to survive in that situation, though. But nice initiation by IQ SATUL. ये बहुत important है because the moment goal lead आपके पास से जाने
One भी
you
very
tend
cool,
to
ना,
strike and you tend to surprise your opponent and it's working out.
One of the big things that eventually happened in this one was the shifting skies again from Romcom. He started that, pulled Radium back with a Stormbind into, or rather out of that RWM, and
Moro madna,
eventually
solve na.
posted him down. But the
एक match
retaliation from SATUL
I mean
was
lane
big.
na first match खेली
Another
से
deadly
Mumbai
magic on the
इधरला
face though, but it's
RC
fine.
direct.
He went in for the Thunder form as well to get that extra bit of HP back. Oh, hold on, Romcom. Oh, it's fine, he's okay.
हमारी hurt beat ना बढ़ाइए. By the way, Sky Pearson already full ban. He's pretty good, pretty ready. थोड़ी देर पहले he caught it. Once again, you're trying to control of the bottom T1. Apex is going to be a problem. Art understands it, creates that space. The crab is going to be there, I think, so it's up for grabs. Like will be able to get that in his favor. Nah,
Radium
not that easy.
Spitting light wheel. Yeah, I mean normally it should have gone in for fate, but that's the
Sorry,
thing.
sir.
Sometimes you
I don't think so, bro.
5 minutes. चलो
অলপ টাইম আউলি মই বাদ দিলে বনা বলে বো এটা দিটা তো সাইড
Nakandin na. Nakandin na.
I need more than one.
Nakandin na.
নাই ভাই ফির আইলে না হল দে সল দে কি বলবো কি ওদি প্লেয়ার ও মাগান আদিন না মারনে ফি
তা সাও দেখছো ওই মুজন
무슨 나왔어 뭐냐 뭐 이리 보여줘
তা মিউট আছে কিলি না চাই কিলি জানাই তুই
아무리 어떻게 가요?
মাস্তি
소리가 나게 나가.
এক্সকিউজ তো মাস্তি
কে এক্সকিউজ করা?
নাইস এক্সকিউজ ব্রো
ওই বডি লাগে 너 진짜 그라인드 뭐
아니잖아. 뭐지를 생각하고.
হ্যাপি মাদার্স ডে রে
아이디를 나 했잖아 어디 또 안 올리나요?
মুজন
어?
হ্যাপি মাদার্স ডে গো তুই লামাগে কিলি লামা
드라마를 보는데
সব লামা
이것은 오늘 마르스 때는 거 싶거든.
কোনগে
너희서 계시리고 엘리나
또 어디니?
지금도 એકલામાં એકલા બને છે
완전
근데 가이드라인 뭐 지금 뭐 পেনাল্টি খেলে কি দাও আমি দাই দিতে এই কাজ
খালি মই খালি যাই খালি দিছে
কাইল এই পেনাল্টি খেলে কি দাও
By this like no magic.
Nah, itu noko nakauta kami first time ada.
Tiny ko. Ido mo yung lifestyle ay second.
Challa गरम हो ले no bias no support partiality like me Olivi na je full press kan je Olivi भी आने क्या कर रहे अरे वो सब कोई थी full press के चीज़ दूँ जाए आखिर भी क्यों चीज़ दूँ दूँ मुन जाए obviously Lui tanto ordo, tanto ordo. Aro muy calle. Oh, da more 60 kilo de un dedo. Tiger भी नज़र देना.
जिसलो मैं मना नहीं मान देंगे तला पसंद है कि चले मेरा बेस्ट वीक
Forty second.
Only crowd ही नहीं होए
हाँ
crowd नहीं होए crowd there is no crowd man
hello morning sister जबरदस्त फिल्म हो फैक्चरिंग itu crowd tuh na cosplay lagi so kanila crowd tagar itu evening ta cosplay lagi sih itu tangan lah hotel le to itulah crowd kena lagi so ML lagi so
only crowd नहीं है roll
चलो get back to the series.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MLMS. Now it's time
It's
for
happening.
the finals. True Rippers, the league stage best team. They qualified with the #1 seed, defeated Aiku RNTX with a clean sweep and waited in the grand finals for none other than the Land Demons. My name is Shimansh Phoenix, sing alongside me once again. It's going to be the handsome guy himself. That's going to be Kronos and Kronos. We all know how much important this game is for both the teams, because both the teams, they have something to prove, especially Land Demons.
Land Demons or not, you want to truly rip him or not, it's the grand
Huh?
finals.
Yeah.
It's something every player
Oh,
dreams
stream
of.
delay there.
Everyone in India right now is dreaming of a chance to get.
Oh, YouTube was video.
These 10 players don't understand and don't realize. I think they do. How many of them wish they were in their place, right? It's the opportunity of a lifetime. It's a best of 5. Yes, but it's that slot for the EWC that's on the line. And you can see how they got there. You said it best, Phoenix. Godlike from the lower side, taking out CRQ, taking out S8UL, the El Clasico working in their favor, making it all the way to the grand finals. TR having a wonderful journey throughout the entire league stage. And now in the playoffs, beating RNTX, who would argue, arguably I would have said one of the favorites to take it before the tournament started with their lineup.
Yeah.
With all the work that they put in the back end. But it's all about them. They showed up on the day. Godlike Esports, Van Art, Romcom, Fate, and Bid. Oh my goodness. If you missed the previous series, you missed peak Indian ML. But hopefully, the next, or the ones to follow, the grand finals, who they're going up against. True Rippers, Ians, Kimmy, Rehan Shah, Kyle, and Asuna.
Handsome boy.
They're bringing the heat. They're the ones at the top right now. And this is gonna be a battle.
Oh, man. And you know what? A story
they're
for
just
Asuna.
showing the roster.
I heard what
There's
you
no
said
introduction
about that
in this
lad.
tournament, I
Saw
guess.
multiple clips, man, and I have to say that it on live too. Asuna once again joining in with DR and being the first team to qualify for the grand finals, and could be the one team who will qualify for the international stage. I think so. This is going to be the perfect storyline for him. Be it be a villain storyline or a heroic. Totally depends on to him as well as the audience how they pave his path. But right now, Asuna and the squad, they're making sure that they will be the final as well as the final lord against Team Godlike. And we all know Godlike, they got a lot of tricks up their sleeve in the previous match. How they got that victory?
Evolution. You and I both know a lot about evolutions, wink wink. But at the same time, Godlike have evolved throughout, and they do this. This is why all the casters that have been doing a lot of these community ML events have come together and given the name, like Scaredy mentioned, the LAN Demons, right? Local Leader Network Demons. Every online tournament, they come alive and alive because of whatever's around them. They don't care. They lock in. And why they lock in, they evolve throughout the entirety of the tournament. And that's what they've done in the MLMS. A shaky start to the entire season. Last 2 games, they clutched it. A backdoor against CRQ to stay alive and get themselves to the playoffs. And once they came to the playoffs, they evolved here too. Beating CRQ, a statement victory. Same thing today. Game number 2, Phoenix. Game number 2. I was hosting a watch party. I'm not gonna lie. And I was shocked at the macro. Right, and I was screaming my lungs out. My neighbor started complaining. I was screaming my lungs out, saying that one minion play that's kind of highlighted on the top side where Romcom. Usually you'd see players getting the clear, maybe 2 minions, but no. Use the skill 1, able to clear that 1 minion, made it absolutely insane. So
it certainly did. Actually, but are they prepared for this final match? Let's get head on to the stage and ask this question from the players itself on Newcrad.
Are they ready or not? I don't know. Nobody knows. But I think इसका जवाब देने के लिए ये दोनों टीम से ज़्यादा बेहतर कोई ऑप्शन नहीं होगा. But this is the moment of truth.
This trophy looks like
सारी टीम्स हैं
immortal
हमें याद भी नहीं, काउंटिंग भी नहीं होगी थी. 8 टीम्स आई, उनमें से अब हमारे पास बची है 2 टीमें और एक टीम को मौका मिलेगा इस मोन्यूमेंटल बीच को अपने साथ एमएससी ले जाने का. तो इसी के साथ शुरुआत करते हैं. दिस इज द ग्रैंड फाइनल्स ऑफ मोबा लेजेंड मास्टर सीरीज और हम बचे हैं 2 टीमों के साथ. समय बर्बाद नहीं करेंगे और सीधा
Sorry for
टीम
the
को बुला
watermark.
लेंगे
चलो,
True
चलो,
Rippers
Martinez,
and
stay
Godlike
safe.
Esports.
So, this is the stay Martinez.
No, I don't think they're gonna go. They're just gonna show their faces of or like PR.
Yeah, I give you that.
Like the stream, bro. खत्म असुना Ayans Rehans
Itu छोकरा लाई एक तो सैन है हाल
Kyle. My man.
जो stay some other stay
Damn.
Both Titans, they are all set. And in a best of 5 battle हमें ये भी पता चली जाएगा कि कौन सी टीम यहाँ पर अपना सिक्का जमाने वाली, कौन सी टीम यहाँ पे इस ट्रॉफी को लेके जाएगी सीधा MSC स्टेज एंड EWC.
Only dance stage direct face
ये
to face
best of 5 के लिए we have a lot of plans. But अभी before we move forward to the game, usually हम Igels से बात करते हैं. आज I want to talk to the Master
Yeah.
coordinators. Kyle, Savion, board, Colin.
Oi, Kyle के मारते से interview.
Obviously it's fate. आज सही है ना?
क्यों शिकाओ,
मैंने
क्यों शिकाओ,
दोनों
कोई ना?
match लिया. अभी so आ जाइए please.
Kimun numbers है
First of all, congratulations.
I
brother.
think
But
मुझे वो लब खाता
this
दो,
is
लब खाता दूंगा.
the best of 5, and obviously you guys want to give your best. Any final thoughts?
I will set the standard high.
No doubt. Like everybody treats Kyle as a number 1, as your league
Dude looks angry, man.
You guys had up and down games. You just had a mixed emotion game against SC12.
Let's see what
Going
fate
to the
says,
best
man.
of 5. Your final thoughts about the game?
We'll give our best.
Yeah, of course.
All the best. Good luck. Have fun.
Nice, man. Keeping it
Last
simple.
जो और कराए दिल से Godlike कर दो और उसके बाद हम चलते हैं.
Eh, no.
Godlike. Rumors का है ऐसा कुछ? Do you guys have anything like this?
Truly repent.
Truly repent. वर्सेस
Truly
Godlike
repent.
देखते हैं कौन जीतता है. आप जा सकते हैं अपने PlayStation पे.
दिमा बोला झगड़ा दीदा की
Oh my
करे
God,
थे
intensity is too much, but no, मुझे लगता है चलते हैं और enjoy करते हैं इस game को.
Come over first. Yeah.
Agree. We definitely gonna enjoy this grand finals, man. Because once again, they're just not fighting against each other. They are fighting for that one slot. जो कि बार-बार हम mention कर रहे हैं. Because once again, you are gonna be the team who will represent us, the Indian MOBA, and you gotta showcase that what we got our sleeves, what we got in terms of study, what we got in our draft, a lot of things. Recently, a lot of clips got viral because the Cushion pick and people are like, what is going on? But hey, from that particular movement to this particular movement, we have evolved a lot. You are talking about evolution now. Kronos, what are your thoughts on this BO5?
Oh, again, the Godlike's a team that keeps evolving as the series goes throughout, but True Rippers have set the standard, and like Kyle said, he wants to raise the standard a little bit more. But I like Crash
They should make it more spicy,
mixed
man,
emotion
instead
game
of
come from Godlike.
giving
Hopefully
those
they're not overwhelmed after that
1-2
series.
words, man.
And True Rippers need to find their footing early, because if they're not gonna contest the early game against Godlike, Godlike will
Kirin.
come like a tsunami and take everything
Kirin.
away. So True Rippers need to make sure they get the early picks in their hands, and of course Coach Zen's gonna a brilliant mind and he's gonna do his magic. But at the same time, on the other side, Art is gonna work his magic too. The artist.
It's going to be crazy. But we got one interesting
कौन के support
that's
करे
going
थे?
to be between Kyle and Fate. We just had a
कौन के support करे
Let's take
थे?
a look at their individual prowess. Once again, Fate have that advantage in a lot of things except that team fight factor. Kyle is having that 5% into play with that carry and Claude for that Fate. But I really want to ask one thing. You have worked with a lot of players in as well as in Kronos. Have you worked with any of them back end as telling them what to do in that coaching department? With any of
Are
those players?
viral लोगों की support?
I worked with Kyle a lot.
Okay.
For about 4 to 6 months.
वो viral नहीं है?
With Kimmy also. That's why
पाला तो दिलाए थे भी और नोटिया जो
and they're a bunch of rejects. Actually, to be in a team for a long time together, right? Kyle and Kimmy stick together, and not a lot of teams did go for them, right?
When is it,
I
Kirin?
mean, I made
Hello?
recommendations to whoever I could, whoever I knew. Like, these two players
Usually,
together
mula Wi-Fi.
are gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Rejected from every other team that kind of approached them. Asuna, you heard the story already.
This sound
He was an SAUL. He
Huh?
wanted to leave because he didn't want to play as a substitute. He wanted to be the main
Mula
character
game
of
la.
the story.
I mean,
Same thing with
game
Ians
la.
and Rehancha. Ians and Rehancha come from Indonesia, right? They played in RRQ in the MDL. And RRQ Sena, not Tora. Tora is Y. Hoshi is MPL. But yes, they played in the MDL level, and they didn't get to the, they didn't get picked for the next season. So a bunch of rejects coming in from different orgs, different teams, and they made a team. Now all of a sudden they're in the grand finals. So anything is possible. And Godlike, Land Demons, they're bringing the heat. And I think we can already tell with this draft underway, it's gonna be intense.
It certainly is going to be intense though, but Kyle, I think so. Let's see what type of hero he will pick, because Claude has been banned out by the players of True Ripples itself. Sora and Kale, it's going to be the first ban. You still left Freya, you still got Marcel to be banned though. Zushin is going to be one of the banned there too. So I think so this is going to be very important. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a BO5. You have potentially 5 matches to get the W, to get that victory. And it's really, really important that how you set yourself up for big stage. But right now, we talk about the bans, it's looking solid for now. But still gonna see what True Rippers actually prepared for combat.
Well, you can see already True Rippers in the bans, banning up the Sora as well as the Claude. These are picks that can be picked on the other side in the second. The trade is always there, right? If you're blue side, you get the priority pick. If you're red side, you get the 2 picks in return. They banned the Marcel. I was just thinking that will True Rippers let it through and pick it up for themselves?
Hello,
no,
Kirin,
I
no
think
name
they'll
mulawal.
prioritize the Herod, maybe even the Phobius. The Freya is still another option left open, and I think Godlike are okay letting the Freya go because they know Kyle is more of a threat on the marksman rather than the Freya. But we've seen what he can do on the Freya as well. And I think True Rippers, if they get their hands on the Freya, they want to make a statement that they can win. Although there's still Harriet, there's still Phobius, so a lot of options left open. And look at that Lunox. I know Phoenix, you're thinking about the Lunox. It's a respect ban to Asuna. One of the best Lunox players in India at the moment. So yes, Lunox has gone off the table. Are they gonna take out the Freya? It's a solid pick. The Jushin's another pick. They don't. They leave the trades open. Carry to make sure Kyle doesn't get it in his hands. The Harriet is open, the Phobius is open, the Jushin, as well as the Freya. 4 picks, so there's going to be a lot of trades across the board. And it comes down to the brilliant minds on how they want to draft.
This is actually looking pretty solid though. They instantly opts for Freya. And I think the Godlike, as you just mentioned, right?
They're picking Freya first pick. What's the plan?
So I think so.
Obvious Zushin.
Right off the bat, opts for Zushin and
first pick Freya on Kyle.
Prepared
Kyle on Freya.
Instant pick aane wala hai. So they instantly locked in onto Zushin and Phobius. और अब आपने 2 Rippers को धकेल दिया onto that position.
I think
alright, go for those. Now it's going to be your pick.
Cooking up something else. Never seen Freya. Kyle on Freya.
Percentage is good, and now we got the highlights of the back. This is crazy. Can we see a Kalia from the side of Godlike?
You're what Hylos?
I'm thinking about the Kalia. You absolutely mentioned it perfectly.
I think
Hylos is a good takeaway because Hylos also counters the Freya, right? Because of the Chassis Pauldron, the Glorious Pathway, the slows that's coming in. So I think Godlike had the options of either going Harriet or possibly going for the Suyo. They could go for the Kalia. They opt for the Suyo because Van was a monster on game number 3. And with that 10 kills without a single death against the Harley, which is basically a counter to the Suyo, still able to play it to utmost perfection, shows levels to what Godlike have achieved in this entire tournament so far. So Godlike in the first phase of the draft looked solid for me because they have the Jushin and Phobius. On the other hand, True Rippers are going full dive.
Art with a book.
I love what True Rippers is actually opting the Phantom Steed as well as the Glorious Pathway in your favor. You are going for that evasiveness. That's going to be really, really deadly. Harith is going to be the next man now.
Cosplay to lasers and a background.
This is going very good because now you're also
I feel like either Uranus or Blue Ben
completely out of the picture. You're also banned out Carry.
Uranus Ben.
We're going to witness a Granger here.
Mana ini predict.
I think Ranger is the next best option.
Leomord,
Phoenix, I'm proud of you, bro. You come a long way. Granger is the next best pick here. So if I'm True Rippers, I'll be banning out the Granger.
They need a proper match here.
But, you know, Fate
If
a great marksman.
are they gonna go for Eve? They might ban Eve
fighter. So
from the side of
I'm
Godlike.
surprised if they go for a CC in the gold lane as well. Another pick I'd say for Godlike, probably take out the Kimi because Kimi looks like a solid option for True Rippers.
Kimi?
They can get a marksman in the
Maybe
mid lane, so
Kimi.
The
See, I
scaling
told
is
bro,
present. They
Uranus.
take out the Uranus because they know how much of a problem Rehan Shah
Kill a Uranus ban
I
Gujarat.
think Ranger has to be the ban for True Rippers, and Godlike are probably going to pick up their roamer and
Club is,
look
no?
at their gold laner until the end just for a
Uranus.
potential outplays.
Now, I have one lot.
I
Probably
think they might ban.
removing
they
the
might
comfort
ban
picks.
Kalia, bro. I think True Rippers
throw
will
some
ban
light on
Kalia
that.
now for
Obviously, I've been with this player. What is the reason of
either
banning
a Kalia or
Kadira, again, it's an Asuna special, and it can go for the pickoff, right? You are allowing
think
them to
Kalia
play
was
a certain angle where the pickoff's possible, and it's a surprise factor, especially known that
See,
it's
Kalia,
dangerous
this is
harass
legit,
now, don't
nothing.
forget.
Yeah.
They
Hello?
leave the Kalea,
Kill Kalia
they ban out the
Bengujo.
Kalea, leaving a
Hello,
range
hello.
open.
Unide.
Oh my god, that's a lot of sustain,
Sila
a
mungkin
lot
coach
of
lagi
problems.
kulit kulit
Ian's
tau
gonna have a
Tambe,
tough time.
art la
Two
Kalia to
towers
respect
on there
kuri
already.
do.
Farming speed from ban is gonna be super high.
Marcel Ben Krishna na.
I think now they need to
Ben
find
Marcel.
Ben Krishna Marcel.
I mean,
Oh, Krishna to.
Kursi bro.
what could be in the
Kya
game.
Marcel?
Season
Kya
of
Marcel?
option
Marcel
lock
जीत
is
होगा
there. Great,
अरे नहीं
Dawn
उधर
is
स्टेज
another
छसना
great
क्या है तो
option.
काला रो
Who, again, it's not just the good
What do you mean
for
stage?
Godlike, but it's also
I
denying
think a Eve will
TR.
come bro.
स्टेज इज इन लाइक
Right,
स्क्रिप्ट तो doesn't give what
paving your path for the
Nah,
lead,
nah.
for the denial.
I don't think
despite
it's
the
scripted.
laziness, but you got to be a bit
think a
more
Eve and
respectful
Alice.
now. So now the final
Eve
two
and
picks
Alice.
from the side of True Rippers, what's going to be? They are just
Because they actually don't play much flashy heroes like Lapo and much.
Kema Gaming जरूर दिख रही है. I think so they are a bit concerned, but time is over. Goes to the pick. That's going to
Oh,
be it.
this is the draft pura.
Analyst.
Book this na pura
I am completely down
Ki
with
ba?
this because you also
Wala
got a
draft
good
service, सब right होला
sustain
ये.
for Alice.
Mugi coach करले माथि तो.
It's great sustain, a lot of
So obvious, man.
AoE
So
crowd
next
control.
game I'll
They
drop.
have
Next
the
game I'll
setup
see
with
the
the
drop.
RWM.
Next game
Ranger,
I'll
on the
pretty
other
good.
hand, I think
Don't
this
worry.
is we expected this
Oh,
coming. A lot of kiting ability on the side of Godlike, but
So imagine.
it's the same story.
हाँ
If Granger
Last talk
pops
what did you
off,
do?
gets a couple of
Paglang
games
zure man, Tony is
with,
there.
this couple of kills with the Sky Piercer,
Side
it's
order
gonna
though.
be difficult,
Watch
but on
party
the
though,
other
first side
hand,
order.
it comes
Paglang
down to what
nadi, Paglang
True
nadi.
Rippers
These
do
matches
with
wouldn't
this
go long,
competition that
don't
they
worry.
have for
Paglang
the
nadi.
TV
early
खेले थे वो की
game.
लगे थे
And you know what?
By the way, respect to professional scene.
It's been 9 long years since the very first MSC, and now India finally stands on the doorstep of the international stage, but only one team can take that final step. Only one can claim
NCS कैसे
honor
थे?
in representing India at the
NCS कैसे थे?
EWC, the Esports World Cup.
Nah,
Two
but-
teams entered the grand finals. 5 games between stand. Between
Let's go,
glory and
let's go,
heartbreak.
let's go.
The land of dawn are awaiting their champions. So the question
이건 나 앞으로
is,
달리기 खाली.
who has what it takes to rise above the rest?
Find this man.
Crown themselves
Mati with
the
the lollipop
champions
khala
of
mata.
India. It is an honor of mine to bring you this historic series. So let's not
Kal
wait any
चीज़ें तो like
longer.
तो
Let the battle begin.
second skill of praise no करो तो
Battle
see you there.
begin indeed. What a perfect,
Both starting with
perfect
blue.
intro, man.
ओए
What a
इधर मरे
perfect setup
चित्त वाला तो
for this
चित्त वाला
first
मारो
game.
जो चित्त
And
मारो
once again, you have to play it with your full hearts in.
Oi, 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 Kimi,
Against
Kimi,
Team
huh?
Godlike
What
are
happens?
being a
What is
menace from
happening
the
with
start,
Kimi, man?
trying to shut down that Kimi a lot.
Last thing
Low.
aku
But
kena streamer ni
can't
no
repeat that
de.
Alice already
Who's the-
going
Who's streamer?
all in, trying to take down
Madhu.
that minion wave at the early stage, obviously trying to just, tank up, stack up, and eventually level up. But dude,
I think early
too much aggressive and already.
Godlike is more stronger.
Wait towards jungle is looking very solid.
It is looking very solid. Look at the Emperor.
Godlike
Turtle
definitely
fight.
better.
Everything looks super solid at the
But
moment.
turtle fight.
Festival of
Hmm?
Blood, alright,
ना मैं
Sentinel
tier
Festival of Blood on the side of Fate, so opting to go for a little more damage.
It's
so
PO5.
He knows he needs
PO5.
those stacks on the Sky Piercer.
Yeah, the fuck is
Godlike
this
are working
Rihanna guy
everything
doing
like a
this?
charm. They get the early aggression on the board.
Rihanna
True
said
Rippers
he
trying
said-
to
I
keep
think
it
he's
at bay.
picking Clue
It's gonna be
just
all coming
just
down
to
these
not
two
let that
objectives,
guy
but look at
play
Rehan Shah,
Glue.
already a menace.
Yeah man, this guy bro.
This is what I was looking forward to.
Thank
Once he was just doing that in the early
ताकि
stages.
dole मुनो दाने लो इसने दान.
This minion wave को clear करा and trying to get some good information.
This guy hits
So
ठीक है, ठीक है।
hard, probably
Hey, hey,
now,
hey, hey,
getting
hey,
some damage
art,
back
art,
from
art,
right
art,
on
art.
your face,
Oh,
not
that's
going to
good.
get taken down instantly, but he
Hey, hey,
somehow
hey.
managed to escape. Gonna force out your
Nice.
flicker,
No flicker.
and he escapes
Nice,
from that
nice force.
situation. But True Rippers also
Still level
understands
3
that
though,
कोई
early
फायदा
release.
नहीं है. fight over
What the
extended.
fuck is Kimmy doing? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Elise is
well,
level
they
4,
don't
Elise
wanna
is
do
level
that. They
4.
don't want to give the
Let's go,
option
let's go,
to
Elise is
Godlike
level
4.
for
They
the
can
thing
get
is they
Rattle.
do have the juice
Beat is
shield,
low.
super strong
Feed level for 2 reapers.
with that lantern
This is
flare.
a
They
free
get
Rattle.
control of this river. They get control of the neutral objective just before picking up a fight,
Oh,
getting a
yep.
bit low. He's not
Yep.
level 4 yet.
Yeah,
Protocol
yeah,
coming
yeah,
at the same
nice,
time.
nice,
Romcom
nice,
taking out
nice,
low.
nice.
He's gonna get
Nice,
taken
nice.
off. First blood on the
Nice,
hands of
nice,
Rehan Shah. And
Move,
now
move,
moving
move.
like
Oi.
a unit. RWM drop down from Astra.
Hey.
What a way to control the
Oh,
pace of the
nice.
game and double in the hands of Rehan Shah.
Base
With the
EXP
flicker
or
being
what?
expended, and Eons gets
Better
the
than
turtle.
Romcom.
Then
Seems
use
like
the
it.
retribution so
Oi,
he can
what the fuck
secure
is
the
that
purple.
doing?
Hey, Art is dead, I
I
guess.
don't think it's a wise
Art is
idea.
dead.
Here comes
Art
up the
is dead.
speed. He pushes
Ah.
it back. There's gonna be another on the
Wait, where the
board.
fuck did
That's
he?
why you don't play
And
the
True
hero.
Rippers are starting to
Should
rip
not
through
that
Godlike.
Oh, indeed, they're very
No
angry.
head,
They're so
just saying.
solid with their game plan, man. Instant
Someone-
shot.
Oh, they got the winner.
Oh my god.
Okay, bro.
만화는 키고더. 만화는 키고더로.
Create that goal lead from the get-go.
Your voice is so sexy. अच्छा.
Doesn't even care. You don't
Raju Bhai Gaming.
you.
कौन ना दे दर?
Romcom. You can just turn around, you can just play around, move around with that phobias, but Rehan Shah is going to be the main factor right now.
Wait, damn.
This is going to be a
Damn,
big
one
play.
is dead again, bro.
Aeon's looking good. The glorious pathway
Wait,
helped.
they're playing-
Now goes
Wait,
beyond
nice.
WM and
Oh
Astronaut
my God.
securing
Kyle,
the
Kyle,
position
let's go, let's go.
completely
Oh, TI
out
is
and
dominating
not
one
in
side,
good
bro.
position. The clue
Oh my
is out
God.
of the picture.
Whoa.
True Rippers
Do you think they'll fall off late game though?
dominance, invading the jungle,
Late
scaling
game.
down your
I don't think
opponents,
so, bro.
controlling the first
I don't
game.
think they don't have enough CC, bro.
Oh, it's
Like,
looking
from
good
Godlike
for
side.
True
Only
Rippers. They
Romcom.
wanted the early advantage. They got the early advantage. Now they need to look for the snowball.
Yes, Kimmy
Right?
will
They need
take
these
the
neutral.
groups.
They need
My
these tower
favorite streamer.
structures. They need to find a way to crack
I know.
open the jungle of Godlike. Godlike are doing a good
They
job.
can't
Yes,
get
they
it
lost out on
tomorrow,
6
eh?
kills,
They're
but the
playing
goal lead is not
semi
insane. It's
and finals
2,000,
from the same
2,800.
midfielders.
As
They
long
just
as it's
play
within
semi
3,000,
No, no,
until
they're more than-
8
more than
minutes, they're
enough
still
victories.
It's fine.
under control.
Like
They
they're just
just
playing
need
PO3
fate
and
to pop
BO5,
up. One
so
kill.
it's not gonna be hectic.
One Sky Piercer stack.
Man,
It
du
will
ser
make
hektik,
a
det är så
difference.
de går
But
och
again, I want to
BO7.
take a look at the builds
Hey,
later
Bid
on.
is
Look
dead.
at see if
Is
Bid
Bid
got
dead?
Sky Piercer as well. No,
What is
Bid is going to
Bid
get
doing
caught.
so far?
Eons is a monster at this moment. 2-0-4. They've got the
No,
utility,
Kevin,
they got the damage,
No
and they
field
definitely
testing.
have the zoning potential.
And they're
Of
not
course,
dealing
there's
with
no
Gully
field
doing,
issue.
Gully doing, yeah.
Galdi.
वो भी आप level up होने नहीं दे
This
रहे हो,
field-
ऊपर से
this stream has no
दूसरे
fielder.
as well as the
Oh.
Phantom Steed combination
Under
is
18
looking
only.
solid.
I mean-
Art will be able to survive.
Under
but
18
Romcom is there.
Under 18 no, Laura.
Oh, nice, bro. Art is dead again, bro.
RWM
What
onto
the
your face. Portal has been secured. Rehan
Wait.
Shah
One,
gets
one, one.
away with it.
Nah,
Flicker
then
on your
them
hands.
Bow, bow,
Right
fit,
now,
bow, kill.
man and Ben
Nah,
not
bro.
in a good position. Godlike. Oh, they need those
bro.
gods to save them
Doesn't
because
have enough
they
damage to
are
pull Sky
not
Fisher, man.
loving it.
Look at Leomord. Look at Leomord.
Prayers coming out from the side
Micro.
of Godlike,
Micro player man.
and they're
Look at
trying their best to
Hmm?
hold and hang on.
Give me an
The
important
goal lead should not slip away. They do have the ability to kite. They do have the ability to get a lot of
Oh,
clear.
team B matter.
And everything is
for
possible
Mm-hmm.
if
One,
played
one.
right.
There was no one there. But nice
I think
decision
we
by
should have just.
Yeah.
बहुत ज़्यादा मजा आ रहा है. Fate, by the way, got the Sky Piercer as you just mentioned. He'll be pretty ready. That one kill, those stacks are going to be very important for this guy. थोड़ा सा
Romcom
और
is not
ज़्यादा
able to do anything,
छोटी
man.
गलती नहीं करनी.
Ki ko?
Why are they playing
For
with the
now,
mask
the
on?
lead
This Hylos is countering
5
Phobius so hard, man.
lead. Kronos. This is a humongous number despite
Itu
Godlike
Kimi ki
got
dikhe the.
somehow
Tala
a
shakal
very
nahi bujhe
good
the.
draft.
They do have a good draft, but
Obviously
I
they're
think
hard
they're
fighting
hesitating
against
a little bit. Hesitation
Look at-
starting
look
to
at,
show in, but Toronto hesitating
one.
also.
Hey,
as
Kyle,
well.
what-
Onto
one
Maxwell,
dead.
trying to go out
Nice
with the late
one,
circle. Look at
Kyle.
Kyle. He flickers forward, looking for a kill.
What
The
the
Golden
fuck?
Prodigy able to find a double
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Finn is not able to do anything.
Kyle can
Has
go
to
in.
flicker
Bro,
arms
this is
way after
10
he
Kyle
goes
go
in.
in.
now.
Dark waves are coming out. Romcom.
10-0 from the side
They
of
got a
the
mid, they got a mid, they got a
The
mid.
heart of the lineup
I
of
think this
Godlike.
game is
They got an artist. They
This
definitely
game is
know
TR,
how
man.
to make it work, but
Imagine
the
Sir
heart
Beast
is
to
not
casting
beating
more.
right now.
You need
So,
that pacemaker. You have to
right
make
now,
sure
Tier
that
is
you
leading
need to
with
create that
10-0,
momentum because right now,
and
True Rippers
from
is
side of-
slowing. You mentioned how Godlike. If you give them the chance, they will hit like a tsunami. But for now, for that,
That is
you
brilliant.
need to create that momentum for yourself. Look at the lead in terms of gold. Eons, True Ripples, Arsenal,
game is
Eons, every single one of
over,
them
I guess,
just
yeah.
leading the chart, controlling the game. The
Bro,
difference
this
is
yeah.
I don't think they
some
can make make it complicated.
this guy's
7k
DXP is
एक
so
और
annoying,
टर्टल
bro.
अब हमारे
That's why
सामने आता
looking
हुआ तीसरा turret has been destroyed every single T1 has been dealt with
Game is
and
looking
another
good
turtle
for
will go
TR.
in favor of Team
full
Fluid.
one-sided as of now.
Well,
like
they
very
get
one-sided.
the answer, like you said.
No fun.
3 in
70
their
gold lead
pockets,
from
10
TR,
and
bro.
0, 70,000 gold lead. It's starting to slip from the fingers of
Hey,
Godlike.
what
They're
the
not
hell?
really
Wait,
able
decline,
to
wait,
try and get a throw
whoa.
as well. Rehansha able to get that at the same time. Fate goes down. Mega kill in the hands of the Prodigy.
Zero
And now
domination,
they're
bro. Zero
moving
kill,
like a
bro.
unit, and all of a
Zero
sudden
kill,
Asuna
bro.
finds a killing spree
Seriously,
as well.
zero
Art
kill.
is the only one
bro.
left.
Oh
What
my
can
God,
Blue
zero-
do at this point?
Fight
They
win,
find
final
a
zero
4-5
kill.
wipeout. No, they don't. Red is on the bot side trying to get a split
Bro,
going.
these guys.
But towers are
please, go
falling
ahead, Nick, bro,
left,
just
right,
easy.
and center for
Give me the
Godlike.
number.
And they're
Look at
scratching
Theo.
their heads trying to find out
Is he
where
trying to
did they
get
go
bored?
wrong.
No.
Already destroyed one
could've-
shield. The top inhibitor shield has been destroyed too.
Yeah,
And
he
this
could
is
have.
looking
Could be.
a very, very
I mean,
bad
all of-
situation for the
it's
Jason
great,
team.
but
Godlike.
it's very
How you
feedback
gonna
of here.
Come up. Are you going
All
to
of-
survive?
all of
How you
tower
going to
lies
drive
below
from this
खाई दिले।
position? I have no
It will
idea.
matter a lot.
69 more seconds for the next objective, and that's going to be the Lord. Advance slowly and steadily.
Bro, Romcom
Collective
Because
brand
he's-
experience.
they're not able to do
I'm a
anything
bit worried.
anyways.
What
he
about
hasn't
this
completed
item?
his boots also, bro.
कुछ भी नहीं है
Nah,
और
this
like
game
के
is
पास।
over.
I don't think there's any chance.
Gold in hand.
They are on like 90.
How can I send one down super chat?
Rehansha's 2.2
Keep it for yourself, bro. You might need it.
ahead of Romcom. दिल नहीं धड़क रही है
मुझे
Godlike.
जाने दो तमाली के लिए तो कुमान मुझे तो तमाली के
कैसे
लिए
चलेगा?
Oh, Jani, bro.
Art is trying to paint a picture.
राजू
The
गेमिंग को
blood's
नो
not flowing through.
ala kam ni
Something
bang
you
lakam
need
hoga.
that one little goal. You need that any play to step
Raju
up. Could
giving
be
man.
Fate, could be Romcom, anyone.
इन्ना काम तो किरिंग ना करो
This team is playing. Look at Leopold clearing
which
out the
lag
leads
कौन
to
चलेगा
goals properly.
come on I'm just kidding I'm just kidding I'm just
And the way you paired up with that high loss, it's so ridiculous to see because of situation
even
where Art and
Art is
Van
not able to
should
do anything
survive,
this
but
game.
Guess what? Seconds में खत्म हो रहे हैं दोनों.
I feel like Art will stop playing the clue again
But look at every second from True Rippers being capitalized.
नहीं तो लोगों ले
They
काम
got
नहीं तो
their
clue तो
hands on
किन
the Lord
सबको
now.
Oi, oi. Yes,
Godlike
yes.
are trying to
Just
trade
play
the
your
top
comfort.
tier 1.
I think
But they're so
There was a
careful
false
to get that
I
because they
think
know
it
how
like-
difficult it's going to be. Look at the
Hey,
bot side
hey,
being
hey,
pushed in
hey,
as well.
this
And I don't
Rihan's
think they're
guy,
able to
look
get the
look look
clear.
look look look
Look
at
at
Rans
Rihan's,
look at Rans
bro.
Lockdown,
What the
Rehan
heck?
going for a flicker play.
Oh,
Not really
nice.
able to get back.
Punish
Hard
the
looking to get something at the same time.
Yep.
These
yep,
guys
yep.
Oh,
know
this is looking
these guys
dire.
Aki is dead,
Look,
Aki
look,
is
look,
dead.
look, look,
He's
look
finally
at
cutting
Kimi,
off
look at
their
Kimi.
escape.
Then,
RWM
no
dropped
extend,
down.
bros.
Kyle, Spirit combo. Eons
Nice.
trying to cut them off again,
Nice
but an
one.
arc wave making sure he catches them in place. Romcom trying to buy some time. He goes in, but a mega kill in the hands of Asuna.
no Romcom but
One
Romcom is
after another.
useless
They're
anyways.
falling like dominoes.
bro.
can they end
The Lord is
but
also
Chloe's
gonna
spot
chime in.
खत्म हो चुका
They are
है
very
हालत
solid. You lost one of your
11K
last
goal lead,
15
bro.
seconds more for Romcom.
10
You won't be able to beat.
No, Chloe's spot for Hylos.
Elevator is
They can still
down.
defend this.
That's
They can
still
defend this.
taking the charge.
I think it's
Still
endable,
waiting
bro.
for
Get
that
there,
Rehan's
King.
strike.
Kyle, defend.
Not, but look at Kyle.
Look at Kyle, look at Kyle, look at Kyle, look.
Oh, yeah, it is an
Crazy, crazy.
zero kill them. Bro. What the fuck?
ridiculous.
Oh, one
And the
No, no, no.
probability of True Rippers winning this.
Hey, there.
is
What's up,
Hey, what the
almost
hell?
16-1. You
Bro,
just
10
got
minutes
one
game, bro.
kill,
What the heck?
but you lost the first match of this BO5
Nice.
Chronos. I might lose my
What?
mind. What? True Rippers just
EWC
EWC, hello.
Ripping through.
True Rippers,
Ripping
EWC.
through the heart of Godlike. Not allowing Romcom to get into the game. Phobius is a monster
Glitzy,
against the
glitzy.
Freya.
Full
But
dog.
if you're
Sappa
not
glitzy
able to
looking
win
man.
the game
Is
in
this gonna
your
be
favor,
3-0?
What can you
Sweep.
really do?
Clean sweep on the side
That's
of
all
kill.
you can see. They're
Emoji
scratching their heads. They're
to
trying to
what?
figure out. Art needs that Red Bull energy to get things going. Find
Please don't
Hindi se
pick
baat
blue
na
again.
kayo, na?
on what went wrong in this
Okay.
first game, so they can
Please
come
don't
back.
pick blue again, please.
Art.
Art.
Romcom did say they like playing best of
Doesn't buy.
fives. So let's hope they
Oh,
can
bye.
go the distance.
You have done it
What
once
happened?
against SATU. When the,
English se baat mat karo.
composition was against you, you were playing
Also,
against all the odds, but you
तेरी माँ की
Art deep God, like you have to show that because True Rippers,
Hindi se
they
baat
were
kar lo, bhai.
looking like
Itna zabardast
God the Butcher.
English team
You
ka.
just saw the God.
Live stream में
you
बेइज्जती
were
करते करते
Yeah.
instantly. There was a time when it was 15-1. With my eyes. Come
70.
on. Scared prepared me for this grand finals and he told me that this is going to be the finest one. Dude, I was not prepared for this. It was combination and kind of humiliating. What was that, True Rippers?
Aggression at its best. I think feels like Godlike took a gamble. They did take a gamble against SADUL. It paid off.
3-0 को लेकिन आओ ना.
But I think right now they try to take a gamble against True Rippers.
It is
Damn.
possible, bro.
Freya away.
3-0
Gimme.
is possible.
Give me one
With
MVP.
the
It's not a
MVP.
one-man team. It's not about Kyle. All five are strong, and of course,
Sino
leading
Chichi on
the
MVP?
charge.
SP Swas on
Which player is
MVP.
Naga in tier? Kyle.
Oh, Kimi, such a good play. No kill, no death.
Kim is also half
He
mana.
assists right at the get-go. And just showcasing his four items to make sure.
টিভি अलग स्ट्रीम করে দেন
Chrono, my question is, if we talk
Comment
about
खुद ही
on
पाए
terms of
जैसे
that
तरह।
drafting phase, right? In terms of draft, percentage के हिसाब से, what do you think in just terms of percentage? किस टीम के पास on paper advantage होनी चाहिए? Like, is it true? Two Rippers के पास ही होनी चाहिए, or should be Godlike?
I mean, I think I told you this,
But
right?
ball glitch though,
If you
ball
ask
glitch
me,
though.
Godlike
अरे
is a very
early fight
momentum
में
based
तो
team.
वो
They
ले
have the
काम ही
momentum in
डालने
their
को
favor,
किसी
and I
भी
think
ले तरह से
Godlike,
आपको तो किलो
in my opinion, has 60% chance compared to True Rippers 40. Only because Godlike
I'm
beat
on
them
one
in
piece
the
of
regular
over there.
season, right? They beat them
Second to the
in the league stage.
They did.
But True Rippers,
गेम ला फिर तो
their mental is calm. They need to find ways and angles to proceed and maximize what they can bring through, right? And Godlike took a gamble against SAUL by leaving that carry open, but still found answers and took the series. Here they tried to do the same. Leave Freya open for Kyle to pick up. Knowing that Kyle's a marksman main, but guess what? Kyle's just a prodigy. He's a gold lane prodigy the way that he's been playing. And not a lot of people will say this, but yes, he has respect for all the gold laners across India.
हाँ भाई क्या हुआ
He might
बोलो बोलो
हिंदी से बात कर लो
particular match में.
हाँ तेरा
किधर
match
गई है?
हाँ
और let's take a look at the team play. Just a 10
टीम पे
minutes match.
गले वगैरह मार दो यार
So they just
हाँ, मजा
went
कर रहा
over
हूँ,
the
मजा
time and I'm loving it
माफ कर दो
because the way you just played it out.
माफ कर दे
माफ कर दे मेरा भाड़ा
माफ
भाई
कर दिया और तेरा माँ
I
को भी
think
माफ
so.
कर
This
दिया
is going to be
हाँ,
a bit of a
और तेरा
which people
वो
might
कोई माफ कर
say,
दे
some people will say I am out of my mind or whatever.
Who are
But
Indo players in
this is
TR?
the best Eve I have
Oi.
seen. in the playoffs. Like,
They're hyper
the way
and their
Asuna
explainers.
played with that Eve. Oh my god.
5 बजे टूर्नामेंट है ठीक है दे दे देना
लीग स्टेज के अंदर भी हमें कुछ ऐसे प्लेस देखने को मिले थे बट नॉट लाइक दिस Asuna was just like
क्या हुआ
just too good with that Eve.
किरण भाई
They're the best jungler
10-minute
and
game.
best EXP who's playing in India right now
10-minute game.
पे जंगलर
What are we talking
yes
about here?
Yans is the best
10-minute
jungler
game from TR.
no
Statement
cap
victory. I think
No cap. Oh,
showing
bro.
that they
Oh,
can
shit,
hang.
bhai.
They're one of the, they're right
No
now
cap
at
बोल
the
दिया यार
tippy top of MLS.
Your mom cap.
Tippy top of
Alright.
India.
मेरा
Godlike
पेन
get
गीली
there.
गीली हो गया
That
भाई
land demons for a reason. So I
इसे
wouldn't
बोलते
count
हैं
them
भाई,
out
no
yet. They only lost one game. It's okay. They can shake it off and make that comeback possible. They did get 11k goal lead after all, True Rippers, but that's only one game. You gotta approach every single game like it's your last.
गन फटी हुआ है Godlike का
They might speed run. They might just speed run this whole finals, and they are looking at that. But let's take a look at the key players this time. Who's going to be the sandbagger? It has to be Art.
betting 1000 rupees on me
Got
man
tanked by this lad, but Kyle and Asuna alongside Kimi. Kimi eventually got the.
is there any Godlike
got the best
supporters
man.
any
You got
Godlike
one in the bag. True Rippers. They just need
Respect,
two
Kirin.
good matches.
तो हमको भी Godlike support न करें
It's looking good. But
it
once
doesn't
again,
matter
any
bro
match
Iron takes
important
us out so
It doesn't matter, bro.
whoever wins bro
There are more matters, bro.
Already 2 games, 3 games potential उनके में से खेले थे. This is
ओए मार खाएगा भाई बच्चे स्क्रीन पे गाली करने का मान कर रहे
play the next one too. But I
स्ट्रीम पे
hope this
बकचोदी कर रहे हैं लोग रे
time वो चीज उनके फेवर में आई and they
लोग रे,
will play
तेरे माँ का बोल रहा
crystal
है
clear mindset. Whatever happened. जाने देते हैं. 10 मिनट का game.
मजा कर रहा है भाई
Come up with
Kimi
exactly.
and
तेरी
Kyle
तरह-
is Naga, wow, okay.
तेरी तरह छवि थोड़ी होगी
Kyle is Naga.
still we don't know who's gonna win though
There's no
I mean if we
benefit,
were in their
अगर
team
तुम game हारने वाले हो
so we would have won
better
but
early than late, right? Because late, a lot of
See,
stats,
and,
Asuna
the
best
longer
mid
the
laner है
series
India
goes,
में.
the more tough Godlike will feel, right? Because they went
No-
on a
no
grueling
cable दे
series
भाई,
early
Rohan
on
भाई.
as well. But True
बोल दे
Rippers,
भाई.
even
क्या?
though they were waiting, they didn't get a lot
No
of
cable
warm-up.
दे फिर से.
Two different ways to look at this, right?
कि no
Godlike,
cap.
yes, they played a long first
No
series,
cap
but
कोई
at the
भी
same
हुआ.
time, they got the warm-up.
Ah,
They're
पूछते
ready
ना
to
दे
go.
देना
No
True
cap,
Rippers,
no
they
cap
didn't
to
play
whom?
first series, but their body's not so warmed up.
तो
They
Asuna
needed
best
they
match
needed to
कोई तो
maintain their
किरण
focus
बस
for a super long
of course there is
time.
somebody who can
So
get
yes, different ways to look at it,
Then
but both
say
teams
this
belongs
here,
to
no
cap
excuses.
or no
Game 1 is
Chunky
done.
community.
Dust it off your shoulder. Find a
Cap.
way to lock in the second
Kimi
game.
and Kyle
क्योंकि
is Naga, what do you think?
नहीं
Cap
भाई
or no cap?
EWC तो अभी
ओ चवा
दरवाजा उधर ही पड़ा है.
Kimi and Kyle are the
तो
Nagas
बस
from
ओ उठी
Exactly.
तो मुझे
I
ना
think
मैं तेरे को
so,
दो
this is the path. आपको पता है.
Wow,
this is the
Kimi
path we
is
have to
Naga
walk in.
Sumi, wow.
But
Okay.
but for
I
that
didn't
you
know
have to
that,
find
bro.
it out. But एक चीज सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छी मुझे ये लगी that you mentioned that
Kimi is
point that
Korean.
Godlike played a lot. And
Kimi is
obviously,
Korean
this is the
and
first
Bengali
dangerous
mix.
grass by the way in the playoffs itself.
He's Oppa man.
In total, True Rippers ने playoffs में सिर्फ 3 maps.
but he belongs to Naga community
on
In
their
our
side
hearts.
comparatively, this is the 6th match for Team Godlike. Yes, आपके थोड़ी बहुत stats आते हैं, yes, थोड़ा बहुत mindset भी निकलता है कि okay, अगर आप
ओए, ओए, ओए।
लोगों को बात कर रहे हो, what could be the reason?
One of our
चीजें निकलती
friend
ज़रूर हैं.
is watching,
You understand
is laughing
the
at
play style.
this.
But I think so it also gives you
thing.
a strong statement that
It's true.
eventually
She's
you are
Naga.
prepared for every single
Yeah,
battle. The more the battle you play, the more the experience you gain, and the more stronger you get in the later
really?
stages.
I mean,
But now Kronos, I think so this draft phase is going to be very, very important. Before that, let's talk about the map. कैसे नहीं? I think so. Bro.
अरे I was on call, bro.
Give me expanding rivers.
yeah, bro. Exactly.
Isn't it mixed? Sumi and non-Naga, what the fuck?
Yeah, ऐसे
Oh.
Naga
अगर
now
आप अच्छे
hard.
से देखोगे ना फ्लाइंग क्लाउड प्ले वो टाइगर वाला है उसके
Give me Nepali bus station, Dimapur, Mahaset.
कुदिवा कुन कोइजे कुन कोइजे
अरे chat वो official वाला YouTube
But
का
hey, ladies
chat
and
करना
gentlemen, this is going to be the second matchup of this
Kimi is
grand
British,
finals.
Who said
Godlike
Kimi is
Super
brown
Bus,
बिहारी?
Super Bus एक
Kimi
already
is
match आपके
बिहारी,
पास.
Kimi
बात
is
करें
British,
Banks
wow,
की,
bro.
फिर से Lunox and Harley is completely out. Marcel is
Kimi
going
is
to be the
Sumi
first
and
man for
non-Naga
Super
mix,
Bus.
bro.
Kimi is a human after all.
Marcel, they don't want to give
His
him
name
this,
is Susanna
other side
Biswas.
to Godlike. They
Nobody
know
should talk
how
shit about
good
him.
Art is on this
Alright?
Marcel. And he's one of those players
He's gonna
that likes to
represent
play
India as
early
well in
aggressive. That's why
ENC.
Godlike moved to his
Giving
tempo
Apex.
quite a lot. And Marcel
People
is
chose
so big,
Kimi
his
over
passive is insane.
There's
you get those
like some
Thunderbolt stacks,
shit
so you just don't want to get on
unfiltered
the other
things
side.
I'm
Same
telling
thing
you
with
guys.
Romcom. He was a
Confidential.
monster on this
Lunox
Sora.
respect, पूरा पूरी
Respect
band पे
coming
रखा
through
है
from
ये
True Rippers. They understood. Godlike are good. You gotta take them
Confidential.
seriously. You cannot play a mental game with them. Take out the heroes that you're gonna have problems with, and then we will find out. Same thing from Godlike on the other side. Harley is one of the
and
best
Muslim,
junglers
no
right now in the current
difference.
meta. Take that off. Asuna being respected by
क्या बोल रहा है
Lunox,
भाई?
Kyle,
Discipline
in the
for
chat.
his carry. They take
Discipline.
the Freya out.
ये chat पे
Jushin's left
चूतिया
कौन
open.
बोला भाई?
They
Indian
know
Muslim, no
mid
difference.
is a
Oh,
problem,
no.
but that's
This
a
guy has a
problem they
leather
can
jacket on
contain.
his-
That's a problem they can cage. That's a problem they can control. But the
I think it's
question
call
is,
out there, no?
what can Godlike do?
अरे
To
वो
Must be winter for him.
And
Ah,
Kyle
जरा
is
पाक का
It's
जुने
the
बोतल आज
SB
नहीं कि
sauce
import कोई ना जुने बोतल वाला इसने तो अंदर
Because once
Saul
again,
भी
without,
लोग इन आजू रहना है
Jushin, you still got Suyu in your backpack. I think so. If
वो बंदा
Kronos
SB
go
sauce
for
होती
Kimi,
है।
they too, I won't be surprised though.
ओए रुकियो जा कि तो गरम लगेছে bro.
Played it out.
और ठंडा लगेছে गो अभी
It's
दर्द
also
है
going to
जिनको.
be important though. Harith is the first pick and Alice they're just going.
Romcom
with
looks
the
like he's
itself,
praying though.
not to
I think he's praying.
Worry about ज़्यादा cook करना ही नहीं है, and they just going to receive drops right now.
ठंडा
I am
नहीं.
supporting
Let's see
Victor
what
as
start
Summers.
match is there. Sure.
चलो 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 चलो.
Phobius? I think a straight
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
would be
thank
the Phobius, but
Next game is
Romcom
next
can have
game
a
is
big
our
Phobius
match.
game.
Please
He's not
support
allowed
us.
to get into the game until level 4. He needs to be in these team fights. He needs Kyle to be present in these team fights to maximize it. So I think if you're Godlike,
Tear
get the
drop
Leomord
looking
for
pretty
yourself.
good.
You get
It's
yourself
right.
some
Please
rivers
predict
control.
the draft.
You
Please
put
predict
pressure on
the
these neutral
Please
objectives.
predict
That's
now.
Okay,
where
okay,
they
okay,
thrive.
okay,
They
okay.
want
अरे
the
भाई,
first turtle.
क्या हो
They
गया ये
want to get
Godlike?
the first blood.
Godlike
Maybe the
का
high
hey.
river control, you get your
थोड़ा
Centauri
अजीब लग
pressure
रहा
on
है.
these neutral objectives. That's where they thrive.
I
They
think I'm just
want
gonna
the
do this,
first turtle. They want to
So-
get the first blood. Maybe the Hylos to add that too. Art has been really good on the Hylos. I said it behind the scenes, like Hylos is going to be such an underrated pick for both these teams
Yeah,
because of their
you did.
play
तो
style.
एक ही टीम
team
represent
ना
करेगा
करेगा,
क्या
okay.
भाई?
Works well for Godlike here.
Art
Get
is
that
speaking.
in jail
Godlike is
power.
भाई.
speaking fast.
ओ भाई
हाँ बोलो बोलो.
Multiple possibilities.
एक ही टीम रिप्रेजेंट करेगा क्या इंडिया से?
The best for you.
हाँ, एक ही
for
team है.
you, Team Godlike.
तो आपको क्या लगता है
पिछला
कौन
गेम
करेगा?
भले ही आपके पास से गया जरूर है,
Yeah,
मेरे को
but
लगता है
it all depends
I
on
think
what
I'll
happens.
do
Just
वहाँ पे मत जाना
because
बोल रहा हूँ मैं तो
Phobius
भाई.
is not a good
Hylos-
for the
Hylos-
DR DR DR.
Unfortunately,
DR करेगा.
Hylos और Leomord
जिस तरीके से
लेगा
खेला
भाई
गया
ये
था
लोग.
by the
Hylos
players of
नहीं
Team
तो
Troopers, it
Teddy.
was too good. Ryan Shah was too much comfortable.
One Satur might pull
The
up
early
his feeling
team
right now, man.
domination आपने दिखाया था.
Yeah,
There is a
that's what I'm
possibility
saying.
he might be
I'm
able to
feeling like
just
that. I'm feeling like
replicate
that.
the same.
Oh, Ian's का fan is not
Beautiful
good. No.
trophy, man.
I
Beautiful
mean it is
trophy.
good.
Just
It is decent but not up to that level. But
It's not. Beautiful.
If he
One
don't pick
step
it-
closer
if he don't pick
to
it-
that trophy, by the way.
If Jans don't pick it
It's not
now,
about- not just about that trophy.
he might
It's that
pick it.
key in the middle.
अरे ये लोग का
It's about
team
that
नहीं दिख
key
रहा है
to
मुझे.
get that key for
That's
yourself so you
technical
can
issue,
take that slot in EWC like you mentioned. The
ये लोग का
mid-season
अभी
cup.
pick नहीं हुआ.
It's made for champions. A lot of
Ooh.
big names have won it.
Alea and
Carl TZ,
नहीं.
Kyrie.
eh look आगे ले
These are
दे.
some of the main players that have won.
तो
Just
पीछे
to
होने
name
की
a
थी
few.
उनका वहाँ.
ओए.
Whoa. So to go
Manda
and take
gideceğiz
part in the
ha.
competition,
Life
it's
day
massive.
diye gane
A
mandan
lot
nurke
being
da
picked
size
up right
na.
now.
तू दिख रही है
alongside
ताकू ना दे.
is Kalea.
मुझे
So
तो
they're
वो
playing
गेम भी
to
खत्म
their
हो जाए
tempo,
सेकंड
something
गेम
that they
लगा
like to play, but you can
তুই
see on the
tournament
field,
live stream आगे जाए
सेकंड गेम भी खत्म हो जाए लगा
the core is
ब्रेक
just
सामने ऑटो
changing the
सेकंड गेम
game.
खत्म होना
It's
वो
तो ट्रॉफी तक
fanning
Pick over it,
out.
pick over
Don't
it.
give it in the hands of
ट्रॉफी तो
Van. Khadira
Add
again
2-0
respected. It's the same pattern coming from Godlike.
Yeah,
People
man,
should
because
follow.
I
Please
don't
predict
think
their ban.
mind.
Please
Don't even
predict
mind if you're
See,
going
see, I
to
already
use
said-
advance
I was
once
talking about
Eve
Fenny,
asks
they already
you,
banned
still
Fenny.
go for Eve. You
And-
still
and
got
what-
those
what will
options
they
left. You
I
still
didn't know
got
about
that
Kadita.
liberty to do so. Art.
Baby, they're probably pinning
You're in a
Karita
bit
for
of
us
trouble
only.
though. You have to think out wide.
Wow,
This
so
time,
smart, man.
instant ban, so you kind of
They're scared of this.
दोस्तों भाई
right and just go for
आप
something.
कैसे इतना
Shut
स्मार्ट
the
हो
fuck up.
Bro, I think
मार खाओ सब इसे.
It is gonna be.
I think Godlike will ban.
You
Godlike will ban
still,
Hylos, bro.
Bro is
Do you think
Camera shy,
Lapu
man.
Lapu will work or not?
I was
I feel like
thinking
Hylos
Godlike have kind of like Lapu is one of the
Oh,
only
nah,
few options
they did.
left open. Yes, there's Yuzhong, but too much
तो
mobility.
वो मतलब क्या कर रहे हैं they might go they might go for
Okay,
Hylos
they take out the Zetian, so
Hey,
he
hey,
is still
hey,
available.
haram
I think
Morido.
they're gonna keep it
Who
until
came in
the
the
end.
Hylos
He's
होगा
not gonna be a priority pick. I think Hylos has
तुम लोग
to
बच्चे
be
लोग क्या कर रहे हैं
of choice once again.
मार खाएगा, मार खाएगा.
What's
क्या
not
कर रहे थे
broken,
तू?
get the revitalize, get that glorious pathway, amplify.
ओए
मार
ओए
खाएगा.
उसका नाम देखना है क्यूटीवी ओ भाई लावरा कौन सा
उसका
तेरा पापा का कजन का नाम है कौन सा इनका से क्यों लग रहा है भाई
Wabang
But they're
wabang tila.
missing a little
Mike
more
Bial,
burst.
bro.
They have the DPS present.
One day, wait.
Burst is
Somebody
missing.
wabang tila.
Suyo is a
Hello, Mike to लावरा बोल
Wala ji, wala ji.
ए तो लावस बियास मोला माइक बियान हांगकांग मार्केट ला माइक तो बोल रहे
Wala ji, wala ji, wala ji.
They're
Tila
trying
gipsi biad Mike.
instant
Pick or not
do
kishe.
this once again.
Wabang,
This
ओ
is
हेलो देखा ओए किरण I called it bro
and I think so.
Wabang, wabang.
Is challenging
Oi, oi.
themselves. Okay,
Sila Sikkim la line natin yan,
He's
idol.
not that strong against
Kya?
Sila Sikkim la line natin
Who is
yan,
this? Who is this guy?
Yeah, we've banned out.
Oh, this guy.
सर कैन यू लगाने तो बियास तो bro
तो बियान देखो, I don't know.
Not going to be a problem. Everything is just completely same except one hero. But here comes Zerg. When
Snack
by
yun.
the way,
actually ये कुनो टेक्स को वीडियो तो check it
this will make things very interesting.
villain
I like
Villain.
Guinevere. It's a good counter to the Leomord.
Villain,
It makes sense.
Hey, wabang,
It's
tila,
one of
Mike.
these neutral
Don't
objectives,
put it
but
in.
you're going to see a
Good villain.
purify in the hands of Kyle anyway. Now it comes out of what they can do in the mid lane. Kimi is a great option to kite. At the same time, they can go for the
Wabang
Eve to
wabang
set up
ini
that
dikit
kill
oleh
box
sini
like
kita.
they did in the previous game, but Claude is going to be diving onto you. So you
God,
need to
God.
find the
Villain,
right answer.
Eve.
That's why the
Kya lagha,
Zetian's
bhai?
a great ban because you get
God,
that
God.
high ground, you get that extra bit of
Akivi
range.
diki
You
wa
get the
manil
clear.
manali
Villain,
He
villain,
does
villain,
build
villain,
the
most
juice
villain.
ship in
Manali
one
de.
of the lanes. In the laning phase, it comes down to a skill matchup. The only
Sam.
one mage that can really truly cope or
Eh,
output
baga
the
zero di kaya,
Jushin
zero.
alongside the
oh
Zetian.
Valier oh nice
Again,
pick yaar
Kimi is a solid option to kite.
Beat-
They
beat
don't
the
wanna
there,
play the
Valier
front to
beat
back,
the
they
there.
don't want to go for the dive.
No, no, no,
It
no,
all
no.
comes down to this.
Also
What
no,
does
they-
Gosen
Valkyrie
want them
does
to
it.
play?
Also
no, Valier.
Oh, this is a pocket pick coming
Damn.
through. They want to be in
Didn't
these
see that coming.
extended team fights. They know
Okay.
Godlike want to be in these extended team fights, so True Rippers doing the same. But then again, I feel like this Valier might be slightly make it or break it. Godlike
At this point,
is looking
Godlike
to
is
get
getting
those big
out of
pickoffs,
the-
looking to
Van's
get
Guinevere
these
is not
final
bad, though.
slashes in these team fights.
When it's really going to be a very, very annoying hero right there. But once
Will
you
we-
do it, because I think so they will
Tala
be
alti
prepared
to
to
immune
stick
group
with
rin na.
That Valier.
Hmm?
Very, very
Tarik
interesting
marshi gule
drop.
cham.
And I am
Kilo,
down
kun.
for it. And as you just mentioned, right, make it a
Yan
break.
so
You
Valier.
still
Guess
got
lagi.
one match in the
Check it,
backpack,
release
so
the-
you can do that though. But for
Valier,
Godlike,
pareda.
it is a highway or their own ways that
No, it's caught
it
inside,
should
I guess,
work
because
for them.
AC is na
Well,
birote.
dreams are still alive. It's a best of 5.
And
But
over.
first blood in the hands of True
Aro
Rippers.
finals
They
ke
get
liye
one in
na
their
look to
pocket.
like
Godlike looking to
Kawal-
take it the distance.
cold feel
How
over.
will we know what's gonna happen unless we go into the land of
Oh,
dawn,
post
folks?
meta.
I know you're at
Let's
the
go.
edge of your seat.
Are
I
they
know
asking
you're
for
typing your
post
hashtags in the chat wherever you're watching this
Seems like
from.
it.
I know a friend who's watching
Oh,
it from the
damn.
bathroom in the office too. So, folks, get ready. Tonight is the night where we see the teams go through.
Oi.
Tonight is the night we
be
understand
honesto,
and find out who is
audience
going to
look
carry
over.
the name of India.
Itu
onto the
crowd
world
tu na
stage.
puro cosplay
It's
la
game number
diba.
2, and I want to see how we get down in
किसने
there.
तो नहीं मिला सोने में
Are mugi
And
kushi
this
to
is
kimi
looking
wa.
very good. We just got a
Oh.
technical pause, but don't worry, guys. It will be resolved ASAP.
This is just for Montun
Possibilities
attraction.
just before the mid game, and
Okay,
now
game
we are
started.
back in the game. Finally, in the land of dawn. Godlike, you gotta get this
Oi,
match.
their dub is
if
way
you
better, man.
want
Just because
yourself
of their
to
body.
be in that fighting stance. Yarns versus Van. In the previous match, True Rippers was solid as a rock, but now it's time for Godlike.
They ain't gonna fumble this game.
They need the blood
They're gonna
flow.
be serious.
They need Romcom to pull up. EXP lane kind of sets the pace for your team. And I think that's where they need to see. I like Van this time with the Guinevere, giving you more options for the outplay. Although Suyo was another great option too. It didn't work.
Hey,
in
you
game
guys
one,
can't-
so
you
let's
guys
try
can't
something
win,
different.
bro.
Let's not try
They
and get
full
the same
game. Bro,
formula
big
down.
mother.
Ian's looking to control the
What
river
the
and
hell?
get that lethal wanderer.
Give me his
Look at
already
what
level
TR
2.
doing, making that
No,
four-man
flicker
rotation.
bet,
This is what
bet.
Godlike does best, right? This is
Talia.
what they did in the previous
Oh, you
series.
could-
This is what they did against
He knew he was
CRQ.
gonna die.
But True Rippers taking
Wait,
it and
give me
making it their
the
MO,
utilize.
finding first blood.
Why did he use your lives?
This is crazy.
What is this? What is this?
Just utilize your opponent's strong
What? What?
against them.
No, waste his time
Into
for
into
Yans though.
very brutal
Why did he
Sakal
steal?
gonna go.
Asuna eventually will get peppered down, receive a lot of damage. It's a bit annoying, but Asuna will get into safer hands. I love how Alice is playing around that rom-com because Yansha, it's not going to be a big of a deal. Although rom-com, good farming by that lad, had it on top against that Claude, creating a bit of an annoyance there.
Let's
But
see the turtle fight.
now you're in a strong position. 25 seconds for the first turtle.
Ian's already level 4.
First turtle is going to be important for Godlike especially. They need to get their hands, but you know for a fact TR are going to have slight bit of an advantage because they have that Phantom Steed. They have the glorious
the
pathway.
fuck?
So closing the gaps.
Look at
not
Arla,
gonna be
look
that
at
hard,
Arla.
But look at Godlike. They want to get a piece of Rehan Shah. They need to take him down, knowing
Okay,
that they
okay,
go for
okay.
final strike as well.
What
Nothing
was
catches him
that?
off guard. Rehan Shah able to get the clear. Drops an emote, understanding he is their target. Bid
Hey,
is trying to
nice.
get a bully. Or
Wait,
be a
nice
bully
one.
for Kimmy.
Bro.
They're trying to get to
Yeah,
level
yeah,
4. Rehan Shah taking
What's
a lot
going
of
on, what's
damage.
going
I
on?
don't think it was
Nice
right. Talon's
one.
trying getting the knockup and he's
Oh,
going to get
nice.
taken down. Wrong
Oh,
corner.
nice
Get
one.
the kill. Leon
Nice
goes
one,
in for a
Slash.
final slash.
Nice
Connecting
one,
at the
nice
same
one.
time. While the
Mm,
Requiem coming
nice,
out, Kimmy's
nice,
going to
nice.
fall down. And Godlike have
Easy to do
found their
for
opening. A mistake
Godlike.
coming out from Rehan Shah, which turned into a massive snowball. And they lose 3 members, rather 4 in that
Go for his
one
blue,
fight.
maybe.
Double kill in the hands of Bid.
Yeah.
Team Godlike, this is what they wanted.
Hey.
They
Just want
they
that
can
good
invade, they can
start,
invade.
just want that
They can
comfortable
invade.
situation for
He
yourself
already
when you
cleared the
finally
bot
got
lane.
it. That's going to be the total in favor of Team Godlike now. They're charging all to Europe in the jungle. This is
Arlo
gonna be
still a final
difficult to try to
slash.
get away
Nice.
with that bump.
Elise,
It
Elise,
certainly
Elise,
will.
Elise.
It's gonna
Nice
be a very
one.
Oh
beautiful
my
tsunami
God.
slam, and that's
Oh,
gonna be
nice.
the glorious part
G,
with the
G.
Phantom
Nice one,
Steed.
Pom.
You forced
Nice.
them to get
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Nice
It's not
one. Nice
King down,
one.
but
Oi,
Sushi managed to shut
Rom-com.
down the
Rom-com.
Halos, and that
Double kill.
Halos finally worked in your favor.
Nice one.
Okay.
Arlot's
Kyle is
coming
there.
online. What did I tell you?
Ito lang siya, ito lang
You
na.
need that heart to beat and Romcom
Two
finding his
extra
way.
double,
How
the
aggressive he's
second
losing
delivery,
charge.
no.
Yes, you got a
They
lot of
get
damage.
two-
Yes, you got
two
a lot
extra
of
double.
support. But if Romcom's not present, they're not able to play the game. 8 kills right now in the hands of Godlike off of one
Okay.
small mistake made from Rancha on the bot lane.
no
Going
way.
up the clear rather than letting the minion waves come
Come on,
to
they
them. And allowing Godlike to play their game.
327,
Romcom
328.
3-0 and 5.
Pure timer.
331, 332,
Godlike.
333, 334, 335, 336, 337, 338, 339, 340.
The core work
Okay,
in
Vishna?
this match. It should work game. Look at Alex against that Harris.
Nice, nice. Now this is a hot
all
match. Grom.
of damage being cleared, but still running their own business now, controlling the lanes. Next turtle, it's going to be an interesting one because True Rippers, they want a sweep, they want a reverse one.
Let's go,
Because
game
now
5,
they're
guys.
lacking
Game
behind
5.
that goal lead, 3k goal lead for the players of Team Godlike.
Ah, but Romcom did so well there.
Romcom, pretty good fate as
Apologies,
well
Romcom.
as Bid. Now they're controlling the river.
I wanna see game 5, man.
Look at Van, look at
Love
Van.
to see
Will he
when
jump? Will he jump?
Bharat will get
Will
back
he
into
jump?
the game.
It's
Kyle
better,
is
it's
the main
better
factor here,
he
but
do.
you need that purple
If he
ball.
jumps, they're dead though.
Well, they definitely needs that purple.
Level
Those
five.
purple
Volley-
balls
volley
now.
10
10
minutes
seconds
down,
of
no?
low, turtle on the top side. Rehan Shah must be kicking himself for making that mistake,
Look,
giving
look,
the
look,
lead
look,
to
look at Van, look
Godlike,
at
but
Van.
he did have a
Arre,
massive
bro.
play, right? A great play with a Throne of Ruin with a flicker coming through, but
Volley by main
Godlike
bro,
just
okay.
had
तो तला
their
ulti मार ले तो
items
bro,
a
तला
little
ulti
ahead.
bet
In
put
early
है.
game, all the Arlot needs is that Fury Hammer. Next thing you'll be
Okay.
dashing around with those vengeances,
Where's
making it
where's Jay?
slightly
EXP laner.
difficult.
Elise is.
Wait,
All
nice
of a
position,
sudden,
man.
you
This
can see it's
Romcom, nice
getting
one.
to the point
Oh,
where
slash.
the water is overflowing. You can go in. A blazing duet coming out as well. Violent Requiem to get them
Ah,
in
easy,
place.
good like this, good like this, good
Turtle.
like
At
this.
the same time,
like-
Kimmy goes down. Tsunami
Good
Sam
like
locked
Lafayette,
them in
good
place.
like-
Ian
good
taken
like-
down
good
and
like-
Bid
boom,
and
boom.
Lantern Flare drop it. They're looking for a wipe.
They can get the
Asuna's
mid,
the
no?
only one left standing.
Hey,
It's not like the previous game where
position
they
in
had
Bishop
the
all
high
this,
ground.
bro.
Now,
Why, Arlo, why?
Look at
Just go take mid now.
He's telling, hey, I'm on you.
Hylos is back
नहीं
though.
छोड़ने वाला मैं.
Okay, Kimi is
He's
back.
such a notorious player. पीछे ही पड़ चुके हैं हाथ मुंह धो के.
Are they taking top?
बिल्कुल भी सांस नहीं
Oh,
लेना
they got
चाह
it.
रहे. Godlike just
Ito
showcasing
pa siya.
the true colors, and I'm loving it. By the way, anything in terms of that.
Honestly, hey,
Nice
damn.
one.
Oh.
You go for the Trinity build.
Yep.
The damage is looking solid. Demon Hunter sword by the way for
They
one.
really find hard to
Meanwhile,
play against
collecting
all these
another
fleshy
big
heroes, man.
Phantom Steed
This
invested.
Asuna.
Eon's trying to get away from the safe position. That was that necessary. Meanwhile, bot lane T1 के ऊपर थोड़ा बहुत जरूर damage पड़ा है, but Claude will be able to deny that minion wave.
Oh, I want to take a look and see how many stacks does Bid have on the Sky Piercer. Did he just get it? Did he has one at least? Art trying to go for the title strike, not letting Eons get that purple. Kimmy's not able to dominate the river. Art is looking for a pick off. It's looking dicey. It's looking
Eons cannot do
spicy.
anything as of
They
now.
get themselves the purple. They need to get the clear in the mid lane. There, Kyle needs to get into these team fights if you are true rippers, and if you're godlike, you
Even
want to keep
Legend.
Kyle can't go in.
want
Doesn't
Arlong.
have flicker.
Romcom
Yeah,
to lead the
Legend
charge in
too.
every single team fight. Be the primary
Yo.
initiator and let Art come in and create havoc.
Oh, but Beat has a lot of stacks. man.
That's it. Previous
If
match
he
was just
finishes
a
at 86,
inside
I
the
think
first set. Godlike will be able to replicate
it's
it.
really
in
it's
their
gonna be
favor.
really hard
Yeah,
for
that's GG's.
It's a wave.
The GG's.
More seconds
Seven dollar
than
stake,
the
$7
next
stake.
Turtle will
Full
so
life,
well.
they're
What
doing
the fuck is
Oh,
going
shit.
on?
Ah, too
Oh.
fun, no.
And that's gonna be a
What
kill
a
by Harit.
shutdown.
You lost Sushin right away.
Oh,
and
wow,
that
he beat.
puts you in a spot now. And you will
Even
be
last
able
game
to
he was
at
playing
least
like this only.
catch up a little bit
He
in
was
terms of
probably
that
too
goal
fun.
lead. Look at the position of Leobot destroying that top
Giving?
T1. But Rayan Shah get away. Yeah, he gets away back to safety.
This is what I was talking about. Just mentioned it. Kyle needs to come to this team fight for TR. The one team fight he comes into, they get a kill. A big shutdown at that. So Bid's not going to be able to scale as fast as he'd like. It's still okay. It's still okay. 5k goal lead in the hands of Godlike. They get the third turtle
Cloud
as well.
can
And now
play
all of a
top.
sudden, even though they got the kill,
Or
they're
can
still
pick off
having their
anyone
backs
at
against
this
the wall.
point.
They want this
Look at
goal lead not to
Queen.
slip away.
Queen.
Godlike playing this game to
Watch
almost
out, Queen.
perfection. It's a battle of the early game.
All of them in the
For
mid
both
lane.
these teams, they want to get the snowball.
They're playing 5 men.
And once they get the snowball, it's super hard to stop them.
8 man, and that is going to be their winning probability as well as their winning stance, right? Once you start to hit strike back and strike
I feel like they
hard,
should look for splits more rather than like,
once
looking for
Kimi,
team
he
picks.
has his glorious pathway trying
Yeah,
to stay
Oi,
away from this team.
look at our
But
lot.
right on
Oh,
back, the
Kyle.
glorious pathway, both things
Kyle,
has been
I
invested
think
instantly.
Godlike
Goes
is
for
going
Islam,
here.
Islam, and the
Hey bro,
instant
why?
while it
Oh,
ready.
nice
Oh,
one!
get
Oh,
one.
nice!
GG.
Nice one!
God,
Yep,
and-
the GG's.
Nice
annihilating the
Quiver,
old
nice
squad.
one.
Nice one, nice one.
4 members.
Nice combo.
What a lantern flare.
The fuck?
And glorious pathway, both
Nice job. Kimo manustan kasi to.
invested instantly. Goes for the Islam, and
Tinjun.
the instant while it
Nice.
Asuna able to get one. Assist looking solid.
Oh, Dijun. But nice pressing to it. Nice follow up by Club.
इस समय expect ही नहीं करा था. Phantom
What is
Steed
it?
as well as glorious
One
pathway.
Saturu.
Everything has been invested on to Van. There will be no chance
Oh
कि आप
my
उन्हें
God.
बचा सकते हो. Bid is
Hey,
still
nah, man.
Why did he keep
One
this?
is that, one is that, one is that.
Nice Akivi. Let's
Oh,
go.
bro,
Let's go.
never mind.
Let's
What the
go.
fuck, bro?
Chill
Ah, nearly.
Akivi. Nice Arlot.
Oh no, again they go into the back line. Look at that, they get the final slash down, but Romcom take it out
Hey,
super
hey, hey,
low.
Kyle.
They don't have
Honestly.
Kyle
Hey, nice
again.
one, Romcom.
Understanding the
Then, bro.
assignment. That's what
Tula
Godlike
pasi
do so
pije
well.
देखिए
They
जरा
get the
मुलालो
leader on the
आगे
top side
इसने.
early. Now look at it crack open the tier 2 in the mid lane. Tier 2, the
that?
bot side will follow
Oh, hey.
soon. The Lord is up. The
My God,
timing
man.
for Godlike is so good.
nothing.
It's fine. It's fine.
And
The
it
game
all
is
comes
still
down to
winnable
Romcom
for
have
TR.
that, control की bot पे
They just need to
Yeah, like-
wait for the itemizations.
Combo is possible.
Still busy in their own game plan. 7k lead, by the way, already in favor.
But it's
of
really hard for
Godlike.
them to
Lord B
defend this
already slain away
Lord
by
O,
the players of
because
Godlike. Dance
they don't have the
hasn't
heroes they
started.
want.
बिल्कुल भी इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है ट्रूपर्स.
Wheeler is
अगर
not
आप
good
देखें तो
playing
लियोबॉट
wise.
जंगल इन्वेड करने जा चुके हैं और टॉप के ऊपर एलिस इज ट्राइंग टू कंट्रोल दैट मिनियन वेव ताकि आप अगले लॉट के
Today,
लिए
One Saturu is playing really good though.
You still got
Even
the
Arlot.
center shield and the lord is going
Guy
to
is
top.
Fade is doing his job.
Yeah, no
That's it.
inhibitor, so weakest
Creating so much
or
space for
weakest lane of the opponent,
this.
strongest lane that you have. That's where the Lord will
Amen.
march down. They need to kind of explore it,
even
but
beat
they
his
don't want to lose
performance.
out on the holy shield that's present
Using
works out of True
pretty
Ripper, so
good.
doing a good job. But this is an end angle for Godlike, right? It is a
what
possible
happened
end
to
angle. The
Arthur?
Lord is coming slowly. You're gonna get another set of super minion waves.
I feel like it's
You're gonna
over though,
try and
because
clear
Kalia
this. If
will
you are true rippers
out
with the help of the
somebody.
steed,
He's
no,
gonna
they're
die.
letting the waves come in, and it's
Look
gonna
at
get
just-
cleared
just
by the
look at
holy
it.
shield.
Wait,
Kalia
no,
will they don't have
Clear the
purify.
waves as well.
Only-
the Lord
Hey,
is
no
healthy
ult, no
coming
ult.
through the
He
top
fucked up
side,
both.
and they need
Kalia
to
ulti
find
nahi.
a way.
We
The
Gwyneth
Pickoff
doesn't
should
have
come
both.
through, and you
Gwyneth
want Kyle
ult.
to dance around. So looking to pop that
They
They
purify.
should have just wait for Kalia.
BMI used by Fate.
waited,
He's trying to
but-
get those 5 stacks
So I
before
don't
he
think
goes in.
the
The
AI
Blazing
is
One has come at the
defendable.
perfect
They'll get
time.
mid, they'll get mid, they'll
4-0-6
get mid.
right now.
Look at
Whoever
Kalia, look at
said
Kalia.
Fate
Wait,
is
I'm
not a
seeing
good
Kalia.
goal laner.
Kalia might pull up.
You're feasting your
Kalia might
eyes
pull up.
on
Kalia
what
might
a
pull
quad
up. Okay,
can
get
do.
bot first.
They get the cleared on the
Bro,
Lord.
they're
Bot
just
gonna
gonna
be
back-
next
they're
to
just gonna back
follow,
for
and they
11
are
minutes, bro.
playing
What
this
the hell, bro?
calculating,
Why?
methodical, biding their time. But
Why
they're
on
going for
Valier?
all.
Why on
now with
Valier?
the Tsunami Slam purified, here comes the Throne of Ruin, catching members,
still
but
winning.
at the same
They're
time
still winning.
blazing down to the backline. Asuna
still
can't
winning.
escape, and he's unstoppable. It's fate.
Nice.
And now you can
Nice
see
one.
Art.
It's over,
losing
it's over,
cast
it's
one
over.
more off guard.
GG's.
Kyle's
It's over,
down.
it's
The
over.
damage units are
GG's.
just not
GG
present.
Godlike.
Eons doesn't even
Chemistry.
have
Nice
the
game.
steed. It comes out
Ah.
now, trying to get a clear, but the
That's
damage is
good, that's good.
overwhelming from Godlike as they're looking to take game number 2. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we might just have a full best of 5 in our
Ended up
hands.
as a
The
one-sided
triple kill
game as
in the
well.
hands of
This-
Bid and Godlike are
Last
here
game
to
was
claim the
one-sided. This
throne.
game was one-sided. Both teams were
24
doing
and
good.
7, and that's a wipeout,
Heavy.
Claude.
Krom.
What a play by Team Godlike, by the way. True Rippers bamboozled by this one game, by the way.
Good game, good game.
Breathing room चाहिए था और Godlike on this flying cloud map. So much comfortable, and they are back. They are back with this victory. दोनों टीमें now they stand on the equal position.
1-1.
एक win था जरूर True Rippers के पास, that Waleed पे
Mall में किसका है tournament में?
might break or make the
5-2 only.
somehow backfired, but damn. The
5-3 Mall match. Aha,
Ready,
you should.
ready.
like again and
Okay.
again from yesterday you have been telling us
Ready,
that
ready,
Godlike का जो play style है, that aggressive dominance, aggression in the early stage puts you in a spot जहाँ पर अगर आप एक extra move करोगे, you might get killed. You indeed 24 and 8. That's a ridiculous number. Even
Nice game,
better
nice
from
game.
this match.
3 times.
1-1
3
each.
times the kill score, right?
Whoever win the next
and,
match, I think.
Agar if we step
they are
back
gonna
into the
winner.
game and take a look of what happened,
Or maybe
it was
not,
that
but
slight,
they'll get the more
small
advantage, momentum.
bot fight
Yeah,
before
pressure
the
at
turtle,
the
right?
center.
That's what
Ah,
caused them.
itu
They had a
mukisna
5 or
beat
4-man rotation,
beat stack kurilo.
which made it possible. And this
Believe-
person, Bid, the
Beat lemon
entire
dikan
lineup
ade
of Godlike
teams abo.
revolves around him. And if you give him a Jushin,
Already came
again,
the
you
kills
gave him
for
a
the
Jushin the
next
first game, he wasn't able to perform. You
Beat
can't
impact to.
think-
Balda
he's
isa
not
bro.
gonna have
Tiki.
twice.
Takishi beat
11-1
lemon
and
takishi
13,
maybe.
and you could see why. This is
Dude,
where,
it's not
yes,
a lot
they
to
got
connect
the
like
first
that.
blood, it's fine, but
Oh,
this is the
yeah,
fight
but
that
they
was
go, they
like
were
2
low,
minutes
they go
in.
to do-
Rehancha made a
like
slight
that.
mistake. Romcom got
But
level
Leisure
4,
was
the
good.
sweep comes in with the final slash, and now all of a sudden you're dancing to the tunes of Godlike, and Bid is the one dropping those disco lights.
What's comfortable? Like that Jushin bit was so good in the hands of Bid. He was just feeling it. Eons and eventually Kimi tried in and just do the same thing they have been doing in the previous game, but even this time it didn't work. And honestly,
are blue, man.
the pick from Van, the Quinn pick,
Akivi
Winnebago
also
pick
played
was such a
very
deciding
clean.
factor because that team fight when Wild Quinn hit
morning,
3
man.
players, this
This
was
is
the
Fisher
one.
there.
My,
Dala.
oh my, just
Dala
I
blaming
can't
Kuwait, man.
believe my
Point.
eyes.
It's
Kuna,
the
Akivi lah.
layering of the skills is perfect.
Hey,
Fate coming at the right
Tala
time.
blessing to
And
it.
I think putting Asuna on a Valier where he's more of a support
Jane
and
is not
not a
a-
playmaker. He
na.
doesn't even have the damage. He's
Kuso
extended
lagay.
team fights. Yes, that's where he excels, but the fight's
Tala
not
ta-
extended.
opponent
You
na skill
see
pura
these
use
final
kunai kusedo
slashes on
hai.
the art line. Look at Asuna.
Tara
He's
ba
not
pinik pin
allowed
hona
to
gila
play
wala.
Hylos la
with
first
He
skill,
knows
dara kamdi kusedo
he's
hai.
the target.
Chill
The
na
moment you
kalawa
take that
kila.
Asuna, it became difficult. And I told you this before as well, and I'll repeat it
Tara
again.
bukla ka
Asuna
lang,
is
bakit?
a cornerstone for the team of TR, and he needs to get something comfortable where he can carry the game. And Bid is the same for Godlike. Individually, head-to-heads, there are crazy
Kimi's playing
stats that you can look at, but there's different play styles, and both of them revolve around
different
these
heroes,
mid
though.
laners. The first game was 10 minutes, second game 11
Hylos
minutes.
was a good
It's
pick
quick,
there,
it's coming in,
though.
blitzing
Honestly.
through. And looking at the
Hylos
emblems,
against
nothing
Jushin and
crazy
Kalia
to
is
be
not a
honest,
good
but itemization,
Because
I just
it
wish
might
they
be
had a
the
little bit
opposite.
more oomph
So you're
on
saying
the side
Gato would have
of
been
TR to
better?
try and take it a little bit further, but
Gato-
Godlike doing it so well. That
Gato
chance
would
to Spaldron
be
coming in
better,
clutch, making
obviously,
sure he can dash
because
around with the Feather of Heaven,
Yeah,
Kyle.
Guinevere as well.
Two
Yeah,
chests
I
to
love
Spaldron
it.
to add to that.
Just a
Trinity,
game.
along with the Malefic
Keep
Dawn
going.
already picked up for Fate.
Yeah,
Everything
so-
working to perfection for God. Like once they find their tempo, once they find
I
their
look still a
momentum,
good
they're
pick.
hard to stop.
But
And And they
if you
found
fall
their
off early
momentum in game number
and
2.
That's what happened.
If they get game number 3, it's match point.
Match point, man. That's it. That's what Godlike is looking forward to, because now you already got
Sure.
the momentum. They tend to thrive on that momentum. Let's talk about the key players, Fate, and Van from the side of Team Godlike. Best wingman goes to Van. But Fate, what a play! It was such a deciding factor and such an annoying factor. Became how to deal with that. Next game, next matchup, next draft phase is going to be the most interesting one for us.
Yeah, I think the next one is going to be important because the winner gets that next game.
누구 가네요.
It's going to
아,
be just
그냥
one
지금
game
그래도-
away from EWC, man. I'm telling you,
Huh?
it's the match point
가네요,
game that
뭐.
they're looking to go
그냥
for.
지금
But,
그래도.
bro, they need some rest. We're
뭐가
trying to
가네요,
make sure
저거.
they're rejuvenated, so don't go anywhere. We'll come back for the next game after a short break.
Majan. 이거 full watch party போன போனீங்கன்னா நல்லோ.
뭐? तो मैं मैच पाऊंगा
की बात कर रहे हैं? तो कल लग गया देखिए कोई तो करो.
हाँ
कल ऑर्डर कर क्या देखिए?
맞아 그럼 우리가 아무리 멤버십 우리 복대만 주잖아 봐. 페이스북 좀 알아 스페이스를 스모크 먹어. 페이스북 거는 그냥
Wrong if any can I
아무리 멤버라서
Q
Welcome to Mobile
나가
Legends.
이거 없잖아.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
hello, kunise.
All
Kunise.
troops deployed.
Itu kunise. Itu
Kido?
dia untuk
You up for a
stream
training
ko
session?
itu.
어.
YouTube पर सभी bro इगलो दी खुदा करना खोल लेते.
Oh, ina ko siya.
Yes bro.
Oh.
किलो इधर बस stream करते हैं पालना था ना बोर्ड ना. और
para 좀 니나티 유튜브 서에 나나.
पर बस stream करना पड़ो YouTube तो. Live stream share.
Hey, itu ki kwazo itu TURP itu kunas na.
हाँ?
Hello?
सुका से हो शुरू.
Future. Winter
TURP
rain
itu kunas.
कब start होगा?
place we can set
나가.
थोड़ी देर के बाद भाई थोड़ी देर के बाद.
LORW itu kunas. L
की बात?
LORW team mango.
맞아.
की मतलब?
Itu YouTube channel just sign no. English schedule bilas no.
근데 우리는 사고 있어도 돼. 이거 저거 뭐 너보죠 들라고 했잖아요.
Q show.
Kunise cha.
맞아.
아?
Dai itu Mulkunda saja itu tim on the left side lagi on the middle the.
아, 깜짝 놀랐어.
Oh, Mulkunda so bagus.
Asana ini like collaboration type tu, no?
Zombie kena lagi. Kyle akhivi balas है और बोल ले.
हाँ?
Akivi or Kyle. I mean, micro-wise, mechanics-wise, I feel like Kyle is so much better. But I think it's not 50, like, it's like 60-40, man. Wait, Akivi biar itu.
Tapi ini like tim kon bal perform itu gitu nih lagi om. Matlab tapi
you never see that flashy like ekta mechanics wala gameplay नहीं दिखे तो Akivi man only दिखे तो Kyle वाला.
Oh, Kyle ada itu itu.
I love the feeling when swinging.
Masarap. Hello, bro. Welcome to the show.
미터 머리지도 ito TV 클럽 줄래나?
Chit chat for another time.
Like, Oregon pun zero tadi tu, memang zero. Tim dia depend bro.
Juga pun ini lagi. Tapi ni, baru lewa ni. Le tim he kena dulu dia itu nanti.
You would not really expect any of the
Ocean Grace ni silu tu.
starting of the league. You'd never expect these teams to make plays like that.
English
Or rather attempt
Itu kamu ikli English so kalau
but
sila.
she's not level.
Kena na di mana boleh.
Guru masa itu like malah body pura guru mana na, kalau mam because na.
Or if not, lock in the
Singar mana tu? Ajiba suruh itu. Morning dua dah kena.
the assassin
Ham tu kalau kita kita tak kita kena. Asal apa kau itu?
Kisah bisu.
Nazma.
Kasih boleh ni tiba.
Ah?
Cik kasih boleh.
Icha bala de. Sim check gude bala de.
Suyo is a solid choice here if you're godlike.
Check gude.
You get the execution line with the soul sever.
Oh, itu cule. Ah?
Never
Oh,
mind.
cule.
Alice,
yeah.
make those plays.
Kalau behind
It's
is
gonna
dulu.
be one of those two picks, either the Alice or the Suyu. Both of them would.
Fikir
make
bro.
sense. Now you have the priority against the Folius and the
और
lane.
ब्याज नहीं ना.
Kena saya tu. Fikir dulu.
You wanna choke the mid or you wanna choke the jungle?
And at this point, I'm just
Karita.
excited to see. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Kadira's probably gonna get banned, right? You want to make sure Asuna doesn't have a good time. They put him on the Valir, not the best
Tigil na.
choice. To be
Tigil.
honest, the Eve was still open,
Tigil
but
na.
they're okay playing the Eve of the previous
Tigil
game
na,
because they have the Claude. This time they
Oh,
don't
I
have the
think
Claude, they have the Alice. So Dive is still present from Godlike. They're making sure Asuna has a tough time. You were talking about the fans
So viewers play as well.
because they realize they don't have the crowd control.
Nah, nah,
The lack of crowd control is going to start to show.
Nah,
but
nah,
Kyle
itu card
getting his
ni
hands
wah,
on this
11
carry
minute like so,
for
viewers.
pick is going to be crucial. So Purify is already locked in, right? Scared? You know, Fate's got to purify, Bid's got to purify. Phobius needs to play on the flicker.
Just subject fight.
I don't know if Bit would want to go in for the Purified. We have known him to be that one kind of mage player who doesn't really
Part of the
feel
level as
the way
well.
from
Aura
those
the game
starting
line
slams. So he
corona.
can run with the flicker, considering you already have the Crimson Beacon.
Ooh.
We were talking about the Suyu.
Stage.
It's been banned out, so unfortunately for Van, that's not going to happen. Now the question is, do you also ban the high loss for true if you're troopers? Because for a die, you need someone that can provide you the proper front line for Harith as well as the Jushin. But if you pick up the high loss, that would give you a heavy magic damage lineup. So maybe something physical, maybe something like the Khalid.
Alu ko man check top ko na ba ba.
Khalid's going to be the option, right? Or maybe leave
Okay,
both
alu
of them
ko
and pick up the other.
Alu-
Khalid
alu-
is super good for true
alu
rippers.
lang,
They want the
subsina,
high lows,
na-
I'd say.
andahan ko na.
But Godlike wants the high lows too.
It seems
So
like
high lows
they are
again,
pulling up, man.
Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Andahan
it's
ko na
such
kung
an
ano,
underrated pick that's going to be so
Yung mga naganda
contested
ka ba
between
na
these
yun,
two teams.
Yeah,
But I doubt
is the thing. I don't
if
think
Kimi
so.
will be able to
Pick the
pull
high
up,
loss a bit.
play well on this one, because it's really hard to play
He had
against
the-
this
he had the
one
focus,
when you're
that's
playing
all
Kalyan.
Oh, yeah, wait, I forgot about that. So,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
Gacha taken out.
But
Okay.
bro, like Hylos is still open
Yeah,
though.
it's a straightforward Hylos or a
Jadi Hylos man
depending
OP benar
on
tu
the
je.
type of damage you want to go with.
Hylos and Juzen combo is
Hylos
broken.
has always been OP, bro.
It's broken man.
That's the
Hylos and Juzen.
Hylos will prevent the Eve from
TV
coming.
जाने ना, क्यों मैं irritating होते तो hero तो?
Choice here.
Ah, irritating though.
Tu carry no चला था तो tu hero तो
Gotcha. So
deal
But I hit it like
Mark can read into
especially.
this. I think he
Focus
wants to
or I hit
go
it.
the
I
Hylos.
don't like to do that.
It's a straightforward choice. You have too much magic damage, but
Normal lah tu je.
the Alice that can dive, the Hylos that can provide it. So Lancelot.
Mana tu ni
Ooh,
is lah,
this is
मुझे नहीं मुझे नहीं.
this is
Apollo
confidence brimming from Van and Godlike. They really trust his Lancelot, don't they?
There's a
Van-
slight difference between confidence
Van or
and
Lancelot?
confidence, but
You think he
what
can
they
pull up?
mostly trust is, I believe, the retribution on his Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Because it was the big
Lancelot.
Last time back against today. Last time back against
that
today.
series, he kept on
We'll see, bro.
stealing away
Like,
those neutral
let's see what
objectives.
this.
This time
Every
the
single time.
redemption
So,
rule borna
I do
bro
love
है.
that. On the
I
other
don't think it
side,
was the.
though,
I
Yeah.
don't think it was the neutral objective.
Against
Man,
full ball this is Roda second game.
I mean, that
भी एक लेसी भी एक लेसी.
both
Ah,
of them.
का बुस्ती पगला न तू Lancelot किन के लिए प्लीज अवे तो दे.
अजी, अजी.
Crucial, though. On the
वो
other
तो
side,
आज ही नोए. Last time कोई थी
maybe
मोए.
Amelia?
वो तो भी अगली से.
RRG cup
Ah,
से.
yeah.
आज ला तो मैं भाग ली से Roda Lancelot मानो
Aji
तो
Aji
पर
I like
Falcon
the
Hayabusa.
Hayabusa, but in the meta it's fallen off. Hayabusa Lancelot is fine, but you know
Anti-tick
Hayabusa's
set
gonna
gila
have
je.
against the Hereth as well as
Intina.
the
Who
Jushin,
is what?
right?
Focus all orang
Making
musuh
sure
dia
he
je
cracks
orang
the
mau
players
musuh.
up.
Ushin
आज
हमारे
सोल
जो-
गमी good night
They go
good
to
days ना.
Ini mudah nak sokat on fight kina ada juga, you know.
Is
Om bicara
great
Khalid
in the
pick,
way,
bro,
whatever ultimate's
bro,
coming out on
nice,
the
nice
other
pick, man,
side,
nice
Khalid is the choice of roamers. They don't go for the
It's a
Hylos.
good
I would
pick.
have preferred the
Khalid
Hylos.
is a
It's a good
Good
pick.
pick.
Like even Hylos
You're
was a
diving
great
straight
game,
to
but
the
yeah.
carry,
Even Khalid is
with
gonna
the
pull
Khalid giving them the
go two
potential
fingers, man.
to get those stuns.
Beat
That
get
raging
Khalid or Hylos.
sandstorm is
If
gonna
what
be
works like it.
popping off. So
But I feel like
aggression
Hylos
from
might have
Godlike
been
more than True Rippers
slightly
here.
better.
It will be the early game pressure of that kill, which
I
we
feel like
always
this
talk about with the
Lancelot is gonna
Plus, they
bet
do
Khalid's
have a good
ultimate
amount of
every time.
physical
He's
damage
gonna
with
play on
the
brute force,
Lancelot
brute
as
force
well
and
as the
wings.
Khalid to try and slow
Wings
things
are brute force
down.
decline,
On
they
the other
back
side,
going in,
straightforward win condition,
Along
play
with,
for the pick off,
Tau
and make
Boots.
sure that you don't give early
Tough-
snowball
tough
to
foot,
God.
yeah,
Like
tough foot.
that's what True Rippers will be looking forward to.
Yep, it all comes down to how they can keep them at bay. Ladies and gentlemen,
Who the fuck is he?
1-1
Yes,
is the
Talim.
score. It's a best of 5. Confidence snowballs harder
No.
than economy at this stage. And I think confidence from Godlike is at an all-time high. True Rippers are looking to flip the script. A single pickoff can flip an entire draft strategy. And
Hello.
that's why they've got this Kalea. That's why they've got this carry. Who needs tempo? Who needs to scale? We're going to find out. Game
Let's
number
go.
3
Better.
coming your
Please
way.
Kyle, please Kimmy, don't fuck up. Please
It's
don't
going to
fuck
be
up.
out in the open here for both of these
Itu.
teams as they hop
I
to
feel
the
like he's
land
gonna
of
fuck up.
dawn. It is not the last time, but
Let's
potentially
see.
the
Betul lah.
second last.
Pick tu balas juga.
2 more steps
Tanah
needed.
pick
Out
Easy
and
ball
beat,
there, Tanah
out
easy
and
ball
beat.
there.
They might end up winning me too. Using
Tanah
one
pick
Khalid.
easy ball
Stage
there.
of the globe.
Oh, why the fuck are you
Both of
guys
the junglers
in
now
this jungle?
starting off with their
Mother
bomb
truck.
again.
Again.
They know their priority though. Out there, I want to see
Bro,
where the
show me,
eventually
wait.
spawn, because that's when we figure out
Without
where the
what
rotation
the
or
वो
what the rotation is
सुना
going to look
तीता मन
like.
लो नजर और
If
पागला
anything, I
नहीं
think so. We will see the
Oh,
contest.
mudah.
Oh,
Kira man advance stage aku dia tu.
Very annoying. Goes to the quad shadow looking to bait out something. A flicker. That's what
Nah,
they want.
man,
They
I'll-
get the flicker about first blood. Asuna goes in. This is why you need to give a playmaking hero.
man. But though retaliation from
Come
Godlike.
come.
Oh, they get
come,
the
come.
the counter strike. Rock's taking a lot of damage. Looks like he's able to go back. Look at
What the
follows
fuck?
through. And Eon is styling right now with a quad shadow. Gets
Why the fuck
another
are they
kill.
trying
That's
to
2.
compete
In his
against
hands, a
Fireman?
bit. Dropping the
Why is
lantern.
Romcom
Art coming
there in
once
level
again.
2?
It could be dire, but Kimmy has to go back. And Asuna doesn't have the flicker. So plays a
Golden
little
or
passive.
Kylo. Fake.
I mean, you talk about
No,
Matilda
no,
take it,
Airlines
take
here.
it,
This man
take it.
is an absolute military
Terry versus
aircraft.
Terry.
One of
Regime
the
जो मारे
big
एक से
combo
solo
of that
फैसो.
Phobias. That was such
Dude,
a
bam,
long
camera
enhanced
is-
basic attack. And that's because he targeted it prior to the Blood Ode and the Flicker combination of Romcom. That's why he kept on flying away to that one part. But good punish from True Rippers. Bit of that early
Hey,
confidence
bro.
for Godlike right now.
Wow.
Oh, quad shadow Ogi. Shadow kill. Eons is on fire at the moment. 3
Right.
kills to the
Locked in
Hayabusa.
nothing Ian so.
It is a late game hero. And he is
Hey, how is
doing
it? How
this
is it?
all
How
in the
is- so
early
that-
game.
so
I
that-
don't know
Good
how
shot.
Godlike can actually sustain through it.
No, it is
They're
not there.
dropped
It is
down
not
to
there.
just
He's
one
gonna
win
get poked
condition
too.
now.
Oh, not just that. It's a late game hero, but
Look at
every
Lance, look at it,
single
1-1-1.
person playing their role and playing their part. Look at Van goes in, Thorn Rose after puncture.
I doubt this, man. Mo kuch na Lance flow tolo
Ian's trying to get his hands on the turtle. They're trying to make sure he
Wait,
survives.
Krug
Little
Laura
perimeter for
Kajela.
Kimmy as well. Rehan
They will
Shah
invade.
zoning them out. They
Hey,
don't
Joe,
use
hey,
concentration.
game
They want to
shuru
go
ho
for
gaya.
the invade. 4 members
Whoa,
marching down in the
look at
purple
this
tunnel.
Morpheus,
And
look
gets
at this
caught in a
Morpheus.
dark wave. And oh
Look at
my
this Hayabusa.
goodness, gets melted, but both shadows landing.
Potom.
Look at the only
Ah,
shadow
out
kill
of
the
the ball.
next.
Really
They
didn't
find
know
one
what to do.
indeed. Art
Sundur
survived
exist,
with the
bro.
help of the quicksand.
Yeah,
Art
bro,
cancelled
like,
out by the
wait,
dark
they-
wave.
what
5
the
kills
hell
on the
is
board.
going
And Godlike's still hero.
bro.
The
Nice one.
patience from Rehan just holds
How
it
to
down,
do?
waits for the minions to hop in.
Biya kha direct.
Holy smokes!
2 minutes
Talk
this.
about True Rippers playing aggressive.
Right to Akivi.
Wait, Akivi, he doesn't know.
Ian's kizay.
Fate's gonna get this.
Ian's-
Yeah,
Ian.
This is what I mean.
Oh, Matias mo
Herod doesn't lose the gold crab.
What
He
is
does
that?
not.
Always gets that. But now coming
Team
back on
India
that same
Infinite.
thing, right?
Both the
True
team
Rippers had
going to
such
lose.
a blitzing pace in that
Chal,
game
chal,
one.
Matias.
Godlike answered with the
All?
same in game two.
Okay.
Oh,
Come
look
on.
at Asana. He's playing well, but
Hey,
the
tournament
hands
size-
are point
Tournament size ko na.
as he's able to flicker out of harm's way. Jan's looking for a pick off.
By
Once
everyone
again,
with
shadow
you.
strike
Dito.
from Kimmy, zoning out the rest of the members.
Wait, Akivi versus Kyle.
Forward, Purify comes out as well, but he's
That
able to
was
survive thanks to that
so
one clutch
close,
Purify.
man.
Oh my god.
Close call.
Oh, purifying the stacks of the carry away. That's the reason the true
Oh.
damage did
Ando
not
I
hit.
bro.
Otherwise, that was definitely a 1v1.
Hey, is that
Oh,
what-
it man try to do mujhe le lo.
Flicker burnt out though, so that's a
Okay, stream this already man
Just
pichi ko
making sure
sakdo.
that the minions don't really go in the tower. That's the micro play. A lot of roamers out there playing their rank game should really know this maneuver. You try and save the minions
Chosen
from
bhai,
the gold laner, leave them
aapko
be, so
एक
that
गाना
gold
बताओ।
laner still does not lose a
Na
lot
doon
of
guna
farm in
ko
the
mula
lane.
kasan ba la phone maglo.
Well, now they
Get
go
it?
for invade. Ian.
Nice one. Easy top lane for TR. Oh, still TR gonna win the fight. Nice. One. No, not the measure. Give me Zed. Oi! Nice, yeah, nice guns. Oi! Potong. Romcom. Dead. Nice. Legendary. Rongkong. Hmm? 이거야? 이거 끊어져. Kyle 1 to 5. Tournament rule है तो dapat include na. Oi. Oi! Almost! Nice one! Khatam, carry will middle to everyone. Kotum! Kotum! Tier win! Okay. Filipino Indo style, what the fuck? What do you mean by that, bro?
Bro, ahí viejo. Dice que vive. GG, GG.